I don't have my shit.
This guy. All
Oh,
right, mic check, mic check. Elon Musk said he's suing Apple. Good luck with that.
Hey, if Epic Games can win, anyone can. Although I am curious why that cuck stain is suing Apple.
I just hope he loses.
maybe needy, bro.
Oh, because of antitrust over AI. I get fucked. Who cares? Fucking do some real work with your life.
Yeah, like invest in crypto.
Right. Make funny monkey icons. Turn them into hexagons.
Go break up with Trump
Receive
again.
profit.
So crazy how Beeple became like a multi-millionaire just like overnight.
I still will never forget how Seth Green had somehow had his apes air quotes stolen and lost millions over it.
Had a whole TV
Funny
show
times.
canceled because of it. Imagine that. We almost got a TV show based on that shit.
Imagine air quotes having the monkeys stolen as if they aren't just fucking JPEGs, and then deciding to not make the show after all because your
You can-
JPEGs were stolen. What the fuck? You can't convince me that that wasn't basically just a tax write-off from the beginning. There ain't no fucking way. That was
No,
an
it had to have been.
excuse to have a holiday.
When is Helldivers 2 on Xbox happening?
Never.
8 days.
Fuck yes.
On
That's-
the 8th day, they
not
said, "Bring freedom."
They said bring ODST. Finally.
They said, "Help! We're stupid PlayStation players. We need superior."
I mean, did you
Xbox
like it,
support."
ODST, or did you not like it? You said you didn't like it. David.
Who?
Who are you talking to? Oh.
I didn't care for ODST now.
Mm. That's why you're an idiot.
It just felt like a step backwards from Reach.
Came up before Reach.
Did you play it after Reach though?
No. You played
No,
more.
Adrian brought me in order, so I would have played it beforehand.
I thought you would have liked it more than Halo 3.
Halo 3 was more enjoyable because of the fact that it was basically just Halo 2 Part 2.
I'll accept that.
It was finally finishing the fight.
Holy shit, we finished the fight.
That's another meme.
Whereas-
And it's like, yeah, you need the Halo players because they know how to finish a fight. Man, we need a Sergeant Johnson like Warbond.
I, for one, can't wait for the inevitable crossover where we get a flood event.
That'd be solid.
I mean, once we get the ODST, I think the next crossover we need is some cogs, right?
That'd be great. No, fuck it. Just turn it into the goddamn Fortnite of just shooters.
Yeah, Fortnite of
Just
killing
everybody's
bugs.
here. Get that. Get Doom Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Doom guy probably knows how to kill some bugs.
bring in the Hellgas, you know?
Anyone with a helmet.
My cock.
Yeah, there you go.
So funny. Hellgas becomes so much more like less intimidating once you learn that they're like little asthmatic bitches.
Yeah, it's basically
you
the
can't
Darth
breathe
Vader.
without your mask. Fucking
Yeah,
loser.
yeah, it's Darth Vader.
Yeah, but Darth Vader
Bitches
can choke
fucking-
you out from like across a fucking spaceship. These dudes, you just fucking pluck it off.
Yeah,
their
but
face
Darth
and they
Vader
shoot-
still looks like the fucking used end of a fucking barbecue charcoal.
Yeah, but he can still like murder you without having to have any limbs. These dudes are just normal guys that can't breathe air.
Except he does need his limbs. Otherwise, if he didn't need the limbs, why bother with the reconstruction surgeries?
That's because technically the lore accurate reason is because that's how Palpatine controls him.
See, he's a little bitch puppet. Even worse. He's got no freedoms.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you turn to the dark side and lose your limbs.
Andrew Ryan warned him.
It's also why you can't force lightning. Need your arms, dumbass. Because technically, I think also Grievous had a higher midichlorian count than like a lot of the Jedi Masters on the Council. But
Yes.
he just couldn't use the Force because he didn't have like any of an actual body left. That and he had a blood transfusion with Sifo Dyas. Dooku put blood in him to try to give him the Force.
Got that dog in him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this.
Crank some 90s.
Welcome to the
Tickle the
Blue Rubies
balls.
Podcast, episode number 308. I'm Adrian. That's David. That's Kels. We go live on youtube.com/@BlueRupees every Tuesday evening and talk about video games and everything else because we go off topic a lot because why not? It's my show. Fuck you. We can say at the beginning of the first 7
Mom,
seconds.
It's my turn with the show.
You want it? You want to
No.
take it out of my hands from now on?
No?
Yeah, shut up
Do
then.
I look like I want responsibility?
Yeah, actually, you A-type motherfuckers always ask for that kind of shit.
Fair.
All right, I don't get it. I do get it. I know I'm the issue. Like every time I see people try to like plan stuff out, it's all neat, like nice and neat. Like I get it. Like that's practical. It stresses me the fuck out though, and I'm in a like severe minority though because I'm like I don't like that. The fact that you have everything so perfectly organized and down like that, I fucking hate it.
Playing Scare Adrian.
I was hanging out at work with some of the drama kids, and they had a perfectly like super planned out just schedule, and stressed me out. I'm not about it. I'm like, I just need chaos. I live in the chaos. I love it. Give me the chaos, and
Adrian's
I'll make
worst
it
horror
work.
film is a fucking spreadsheet.
Honestly, look at our spreadsheet of games. I fucking hate that shit. I genuinely don't like. I don't know why. I really hate super organized shit. It just bugs the fuck out of me. I'd rather just fly by the seat of my hand. My like I just don't know. Never. But like also I do this to myself. Like I'm like when I'm in the thick of it, I thrive, but I hate it too. I hate all. It's not any better. How's y'all's week been, David? What did you do? It's not patch week, is it?
Now it is currently patch week.
Yeah, fucked.
But prior to that week, exhausting. We did a lot of things out in the world with friends. Wife and I took one of our friends axe throwing. That was a scary adventure in which I learned my wife is scarily good at throwing weapons. Knives, axes, fucking shuriken, even in a shovel. They had a they basically just had the handle, not the handle, but the fucking head of the shovel sharpened all up so you could fucking throw a shovel as well. She's too scarily good at throwing weapons. I don't know how I feel about that. But I had a fun time with that.
Hell yeah.
Then we went out with a big group of us to Campground Lake situation, and I am burnt to a fucking crisp. I am lobster boy at this point.
How's the peeling going?
Peeling's going great.
Bro touched grass.
Yeah, good for him.
I didn't. I touched sand. A lot of sand.
Well, still good for you.
Hell yeah.
Kels,
Been good. Seen some movies. Played.
What's
some
your shirt say?
betas. All good. It says "Not Like Us." It's
Hell yeah.
a local T-shirt company made it after we won the championship.
I thought you say after we won the Drake War.
That too.
Yeah. So sorry, I interrupted you. What would you say again? It was
Games, movies, the usual.
hell yeah. You see weapons?
I did see weapons.
Let's talk about that then. All right. So yeah. So I did a few things this week. Weapons, which we'll talk about. I watched the movie Strange Harvest. That was one I mentioned last week. I found it was playing, and I only saw one showtime. I swear I checked it. Saw one showtime playing in my Cinemark, which is a bit farther, but it's got really comfy ass chairs. But it was also like 11:15 at night. Luckily on Saturday, but I'm like, oh, I'm tired, and I was like, that was a very comfy chair. That's the theater I used to go to way back when I was first trying to go to movies, and I'd fall asleep in that chair all the time because it's just so comfortable. So I had to like lock in during certain parts of that movie, but I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot more than the rest of the internet apparently. But it's totally a movie up my alley. It's just a true crime mockumentary kind of, where it's just as if like you watched almost like one of those 60 Minutes movies, but just like a whole like that like thing like that, and I loved it. Definitely one of my favorites this year, top 10 this year. But I know that I'm definitely an outlier there. I think people kind of fall around the mid to low. I'm just pretty in the middle with it. They said it can get kind of boring for some of them, but I'm like, nah, I was locked in. So if you like true crime stuff, I recommend Strange Harvest. Here's something that actually happened this summer and this weekend. I read my first Junji Ito manga all the way through.
Which one did you start with?
Unfortunately, I started with No Longer Human.
Interesting choice.
Because I don't have them with me. They're in the living room. If you're not familiar with No Longer Human, let me get his name. Osamu Dazai. It's like the second best-selling novel in Japan, I believe. It might still be. No Longer Human is it's a story about just this person with the fucking and I think it starts off with I think the line starts off with like my life is of much shame or something like that. The original title for the book is Disqualified as a Human Being, and it's just depressing as fuck. It is very short, but it is incredibly depressing. I've had this on my radar for years when Wendigoon talked about it. And I put it on my list, but like all over the internet, I've talked about it way back at the podcast, way back when, but all over the internet, you just read, hey, this book is incredible. Do not read this if you are not feeling okay. This is absolutely not a book that you should read if you are in any sort of mindset that is any sort of like stress of that kind. I'm like, all right, you know what? I like living on the edge, but not like that. So I was like, all right. So I put that away, and I saw that Junji Ito actually did a translation of it, like an adaptation of it. So I grabbed both those, and they've been sitting in there, just sitting right there on the bookshelf for years now. I think probably about 2 years now. And I've been thinking about it a little while for a little while now. I'm like, I know I'm in a good spot. I'm like, I should read those finally. Just never got around to it, and then just I don't know what it was. Just something just hit me this weekend on Saturday, and I'm like, I don't think I have anything planned, so I'm gonna do something fucked up. And I was like, I read the entire book in one day, which is exhausting, and I was like tired. It didn't like very rarely do books just like hit me like that, but I felt like I was very, very drained and empty by the end of it. And the motherfucker in me said, let's do it again tomorrow. And I read the manga all in one day. And you know those things. They're hefty boys. They're about the same size as you see down there. You see Uzumaki and Tomi. They're about that size. And I also read that all one day. And I've definitely been feeling funky about things. Like the girlfriend's like, you all right? I'm like, I'm digesting a hell of a heavy story. Like it is a heavy story. It's a really good one, but it's fucking heavy as shit. Yeah, so the book is great. Junji Ito expands on it. But if you didn't know, the kind of thing about No Longer Human is it's a fictional story, but it is pretty much an autobiographical book about the author. And the author wrote it, published it, I want to say like in May of 1948, and commit suicide the following month. So you know it was fucked up because the guy that wrote it's essentially a very long suicide note. Um, and it's just like this. It's like the beginning talks about how like he's like he just doesn't feel things. He doesn't feel like he doesn't understand the human being the concept of being human. He doesn't feel hungry ever. He doesn't feel like the fact that everything terrifies him is about being human. Like, uh, people just want things, and the practicality of things just really freaks him the fuck out. Um, and so he just resorts to clowning, as he calls it, which is like he puts on a facade, and it's how he runs with things. And a few people in life actually catch the facade, and it freaks him the fuck out. But he spirals out like in an insane fashion. Junji Ito kind of he just retells it, but like twists it and adds to it. And um, the most I don't know if you guys care about spoilers. I don't know if it's not really a spoiler, but definitely like if you read the first few pages and you know the backstory, you kind of catch it in the manga. He adapts Osamu Dazai into the story of No Longer Human as well, where like the character in the book also meets the author of the book, and really does like a really cool poetic like it's really really sweet and poetic how it's like almost like you see this uplifting part where they're kind of talking to each other and kind of like figuring things out, but the book is not meant to be good, and of course things do not go well. And yeah, it's just a very stark portrayal of the real just bottomless hole that depression brings you into. It's funny. What was it? I was reading some conversation on it, and someone's like, "Yeah, I don't like this. This is easily the worst of Junji Ito's Junji Ito's works because like there's no point to the plot. Like this main character is just really trash, and there's really no part that ever lifts up." Someone responds back, "It's an autobiography, dipshit, and the man never got better. He was just not good. This is not a fictional story. This is like a real story. So everything he's saying that happened is not. It's like, yeah, he never picked himself. The main character never like had an uplifting part because the real person behind it never also had an uplifting part.
Why didn't this guy just like fucking stop being so sad?
Yeah, it was because he's not a good person either. Like you sympathize with him in parts because like it sucks the shit that he's gone through. It's like when you like it's like that circle of life of abuse. It's like, yeah, you sympathize because they went through
It
it.
goes into like BoJack territory.
Yeah, where you sympathize because they've gone through it, they've went through some shit, but then they perpetuate this shit on other people, kind of, that kind of sort of thing. So like for example, the author had a suicide pact with one of some woman, and threw themselves off, and he actually lived through it. And then like redid it again with someone else. Like it's like it's tragic, dude. Like it is a tragedy, and it's really and to the credit on that, to the credit of the poster who didn't know it was an autobiography, it's like, yeah, there is no up to the story. It is just down, 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 down. You might like maybe pick your hand up for a second, and then you go back down. Like it's a spiral out. But extremely poignant. Massively poignant, and it's just got a lot to tell. But yeah, it was draining, and the fact that I did that all on the weekend, like it was like I definitely needed I need to refresh and like pick up some more positive stuff because it definitely mentally drained me. But on that note too, like I was like it's been a long time since I've read a new book that kind of like really hit me. And I was like, is this the most fucked up book? And there was like someone's like, hey, this is up there. Johnny Got His Guns fucked up even more. I'm like, yeah. So I bought it. I don't have it with me. It's in the living room somewhere. But you guys aware of that one? You guys know about that one?
No.
If I recall correctly, it is a war novel where someone gets captured and just straight up just tortured to the point where they are deprived of all senses, pretty much. Like the eyes are removed. I think like everything is I forget, but it's like that part. Like everything's just fucked about this guy. Like it's done. So I'm like, all right, that sounds fucked up too. Throw it in the library. Why not? We'll just have a little section of do you want to be depressed to read these books?
I mean, if you want something to add as a trifecta for the depression, might I recommend Taco P's Original Sin? Watch that this weekend as well. That's a fucking trip.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot. So Yeah, so I read those ones. I've been loving to get those out of the way. It's now, and it's nice to have that. But damn it, it was heavy. But definitely on the refresher end of things. Where I'm like, all right, that was a depressive ass trip. Let's go ahead and find something fun to watch. Um, really quick side tangent. David, did you ever come back to Twin Peaks?
I'm going to soon. I have vacation time coming up, and I'm gonna watch it during that.
So let me. I've been still kind of digesting all that, right? Because it was a binge. It was a ringer. But
Yeah, because I can't binge through it like that. I when I binge Twin Peaks, I feel like I miss stuff, and I want to like actually like
No, I mean,
sit
like,
and marinate on
100%.
everything.
Like I will eventually go back into the series and reassess the entire thing. But I know I am very much of a time essence person, and I need to barge things. That's why, again, why I told one of my students, because they were like, and I was telling about that. I'm like, first off, I'm not telling you the story. Like, I'm not gonna tell you which one it was, because I'm like, under no circumstance should you read this. Second of all, they looked at me, they're like, well, why would you read that all in a day? I was like, because I don't want to read a depressing ass novel over a week. Why would I want to live there for a week? I'll live there in a day, that's fine, but a week? Fuck off. I'm not doing that. But Twin Peaks, again, like Twin Peaks, I need to get through it because it's just, I don't have time, and I'd rather just get through it. I will
Fair.
rewatch it, but if it sells you anything more on it, and Kel's alternatively, they should maybe sell you on the opposite end. Upon like very further like introspection of things, I think I'm officially ready to like put down that officially like Alan Wake is definitely the David Lynch / Stephen King. Once you get to Alan Wake 2, it is the biggest homage to Twin Peaks: The Return. It is, fuck Stephen King is no longer a thing in there. It is strictly a Twin Peaks: The Return, the game. So, David, if you fuck with The Return, I will promise you will love Alan Wake 2. Kels, since you're an Alan Wake 2 person, I would love for you to get to Twin Peaks, and what you will love The Return. Like, I go through it, and I'm like, I'm going through like all the like Alan Wake stuff now. I'm like, yeah, no, that was it. That's all exactly the fucking same shit. Love it. Exactly. Like for example, I don't know if you were on the podcast when we talked about this, but David, when I was telling you, I love I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Kels would know what I'm saying. The Control AWE cutscene when it leaves, like by the time you beat the AWE DLC, like it gives you that teaser for Alan Wake 2 pretty much. Like it's Tom Zane and Alan have that conversation. I love how I've always loved how fucking weird that cutscene is. Like I've rewatched that cutscene 1,000 times. And I think David was the one to tell me, like, yeah, this is very Twin Peaks. Like I think I can see it. And I do too. But it's not Twin Peaks, it is Twin Peaks: The Return. It is very much The Return. And it's so good. Like when we were watching it, I'm like, oh, that cutscene straight out the Return. So hopefully you like The Return, David, and I would love to implore you to go through Alan Wake 2.
No doubt I will.
I am still fucking obsessed with that shit. It is asinine. Part 8 is a fucking,
maybe one day I'll play Alan Wake 2.
Part 8 is pure fucking art. It is absolute cinema. And Kels, yeah, if you fuck with that style, Twin Peaks is the shit right there.
Well, like even like I'm pretty sure at the very start of the game, like when the first time you interact with like the lady at the diner, you kind of get the vibes already. You're like, yep,
well,
this is where we're at.
Well, Alan Wake is borderlines on plagiarism with Twin Peaks in a lot of ways. You got the diner, the log lady, you had the light lady, you have the same setting. It is very, very much like an obsession with coffee being the fucking save points. Like it is
It's basically Deadly Premonition without the charm.
Is Deadly Premonition not being ass? I'm sorry.
Like I said, without the charm.
Which I do want to go through Deadly Premonition. I actually watched like hour and a half long video today about just every Twin Peaks reference. I didn't realize that Link's Awakening was inspired by Twin Peaks, and so much that they actually consulted with Mark Frost to make Link's Awakening.
Fascinating. I did not know that either.
Yeah. And then you go around and you're like, all this shit is the Red Room. Or the Black Lodge. Sorry, whatever you want to call it. every fucking thing in the world. I'm like red drapes zigzag with the fucking floors. Oh, that's just the Black Lodge everywhere, every fucking where it is. And the Evil Within 2, they in Persona 1 and 2, the Velvet Room is based off the Black Lodge, but with the blue velvet twist behind that. Like I'm like, what the fuck is all this? And then granted, I think it might be maybe it's a little stretch. I don't know. But then they even like talk about how Persona 5 is like, yeah, you first visit the Black Lodge, the Velvet Room through dreams. I'm like, motherfucker, like everything just leads back to this shit. What the fuck?
Why wanted you to see it for so long? Everything goes back to Twin
Life
Peaks.
is Strange 1 apparently is like all Twin
Oh,
Peaks, and
100% Life is Strange 1 is 100% Twin Peaks. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just like going through like Earthbound is very Twin Peaksy, just in like the underbelly of things. Like I'm like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm loving going through all those references, but
Well, the big thing is right now it's becoming more prevalent in like the media we're consuming because a lot of these people are people that grew up with it, right? Like Sam Lake probably grew up watching Twin Peaks,
yes, he did.
and that's why he was heavily influenced by it. Same thing with like the Life is Strange people. They probably grew up on that. They had the VHS tapes for it, and they thought it was this weird fucking piece of media that not many people had heard of. And
Yeah.
now it's starting to blow up. Everyone's like, "Whoa, why does this stuff look like Twin Peaks?" Because these people fucking love
Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
But it's like you just kind of assume it's an aesthetic that just kind of always existed until you realize no, that created that aesthetic like that.
Well, it's like Star Wars and Dune. It's like
Yeah.
you don't realize it until like the new Dunes come out. You're like, wait, there's space witches. They have like some kind of mystical power. They're on a sand planet. You're like, oh fuck, this is just Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, where the fuck do you think he got all that shit from?
Right. I would love for you to watch it, Kels and David. I am so excited for you to get through. And ironically enough, upon my research, apparently David Lynch and Mark Frost both hated that Showtime called it The Return. They both opposed that. But Showtime's like, we're giving you your money, motherfucker. Like you're gonna deal with it. So like, all right, whatever. So
we're gonna call it whatever we damn well please. It's our money.
yeah. Didn't realize also that David Lynch just wrote that shit as a movie. Like he didn't like Showtime wanted to give them a set budget amount per episode, but David Lynch and Mark Frost wrote a 500-page script for The Return. They didn't write it as episodes. They wrote it as like one 500-page movie. So David Lynch is like, I'm out. I'm not directing this anymore. And then Showtime like, all right, hold up, my bad. All right, fine, whatever. We'll give you a lump sum for the entire series, and that's it. He's like, cool. So that's why they're called parts in between. But yeah, no. The Return is so fucking good. I just keep kind of returning back to that, and picking up little parts of that. Like I love season 1 and 2. Don't get me wrong. The Return is exactly what I've wanted, and I think it just resonates so much to me because I've loved Alan Wake so much and loved Alan Wake 2 specifically. Now that I've got through The Return, I'm like, oh, this is borderline plagiarism, but like not in a way. Like it's still got enough to be its own thing, but they definitely they're like parallel the entire way through, and I fuck with that so hard. So that's why I've out of the entirety of Twin Peaks, The Return is what really sold me on it. 1 and 2, fantastic. But to be so honest right now, as much as I love season 1 and 2, I don't know if it would be as monumental to me if it wasn't for The Return. The Return is what catapulted it to me, or for me to be up there for me. So I'm so excited for you to watch that. And please, God, tell me before you start part 8, and message me after you finish part 8, because I need to know.
Bet.
I need to know who you are as a person before and after that. I think I said last time, but I bought part 8 as an episode just digitally, just to watch whenever I want to now, because I have rewatched part 8 probably 4 or 5 times just to have it in the background and stuff. Part 8 is one of the few times I've just stopped. And then on that note too, I've also been watching Breaking Bad clips, because I really want to watch Breaking Bad. Hell yeah,
I would love to go back through that.
Yeah.
I've been dying to rewatch Breaking Bad because I really want to watch Better Call Saul. I can start Better Call Saul. Like I've watched enough Breaking Bad, but I'm like, I really want to watch Breaking Bad, dude. I rewatched on Breaking Down Ozymandias, and I'm like, God damn, that is a perfect fucking episode, dude. That episode is just. And then, did you guys know about the Ryan Johnson and Guillermo del Toro conversation about that episode?
No.
So del Toro really wanted to direct that episode. He was like gunning for that episode, and then it got handed off to Ryan Johnson, and then I think Ryan Johnson said, "Sorry, del Toro, I'm the one that gets to fuck the prom queen." And then I think as a retort, when Johnson was like, "Hey, del Toro, like, do you still want to come on set and like hang out while we film this episode?" He's like, "Why would I want to see you fuck the prom queen?" No cuckery in that, man.
Nobody puts Del Toro in the cuck chair.
Nope. Oh man, fucking goddamn good TV, dude. Good TV. I am still in shock and awe that Twin Peaks was a thing that was in the cultural zeitgeist because of how weird it was. I'm sad and glad I didn't watch The Return while it aired, because I know exactly why the biggest complaint people have about The Return. I understand why completely. I don't think I have that as a binge watcher. I did see the issue with it though, and people have since come around on that big issue in hindsight. But I understand. While it was coming out week by week, I can pinpoint 100% the biggest flaw with that. Anyway, Kels, do you want to talk about weapons?
I'm down.
You want to talk about bug snacks?
Unfortunately, we're not. We're talking about
Real
weapons.
question.
Damn.
It is a weapons time. Weapons came out. Kreger came out and talked about that, or he did his thing. So I have not watched Barbarian yet. Barbarian is not on the list because he's doing that Resident Evil movie now, and I'm excited for that thing to happen because it seems like it's gonna be nutty.
Yeah, so the kid that played the tweaker is like the main character in the Resident Evil movie, apparently.
Yep. Well, yeah, because he's like, out of everyone that I wrote this movie for, he's the only one that stuck around for the production. He was a badass about it because I guess during COVID or something or the strike, I forget.
The writer strike.
Yeah, the strike. Everyone kind of dipped out. He's the only one that stuck through. So he's like, yeah, hey, I want him in a Resident Evil movie. And he's like, all right, cool. Got a job. Hell yeah. Initial thoughts? It's not spoilers.
I liked it. I think I like Barbarian better, but this one was really good.
I am excited to watch that because I've heard it has the same third act insanity that this does, and I know that that's what makes it or breaks it for some people. I can tell.
Yeah, it's just as insane, if not more, but in slightly different ways. I'd feel like because this one was like almost took a right turn in like how like what the movie was, right? It went from a horror to like not quite a horror movie, but Barbarian kind of like kept the same tone. It just ratcheted it up to like 11.
Right. So
I've seen a lot of people calling this movie a dark comedy, and I entirely see that.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I think if you have the right group of friends, this is one of those that you guys are going to be howling at the entire fucking time.
There was one part that I laughed at while the whole theater was dead silent. It was so fucking funny.
Which part? Oh, we'll talk about it actually.
Yeah, it involves a car door.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, we're talking about the nighttime one or the daytime one?
Yeah, it's the nighttime.
Yeah.
one.
yeah. We'll spoil the shit out of that in a second. So I loved it. I had a good time with it. Watching it though, I can tell why people wouldn't have liked it. But I don't care. That's not me. I had a great time.
Yeah, no, it's entirely up my alley. And like, there's so many moments in the movie itself that are like, so the guy who directed it, Zach Kreger, his big thing, claim to fame, other than Barbarian and Resident Evil, he was part of Whitest Kids You Know. There's so many little bits and pieces of this movie that are like different Whitest Kids You Know sketches, and like they get drug on, and like the slapstick comedy and humor that come from it is entirely from that. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, you got my attention then.
There's there's a part that it just so it's like it delves into a part where this guy, he's being attacked by someone, and like he punches him, knocks him out. They hop back up, he punches him, knocks him out. They hop back up, and it goes on, it just keeps going to the most extreme. Like
it's one of those, like, you think it's gonna end because you're like, all right, this is where the joke ends, and you almost, for like a split second, you think it's one of those, it's almost on the, and it was funny the whole time, but you could tell it was one of those where like it gets to a point where it's not funny, but then they do it again and it's funnier because they push it even farther because of that.
Right. It just gets that much absurd with each like just second that passes. It's so fucking good.
And just the noise too. It's so funny. It's so good.
And the part where he first pulls over the crackhead, that's entirely a Whitest Kids You Know sketch. Like just that whole entirety. There's just so many little bits and pieces of it that's like, okay, I can see where this was pulled from, and I can definitely see who directed it.
The part where he walks out and he sees him and like, I told you to fucking never, I told you to fucking get away here. He just stops, just runs, just books it. It's so good.
As soon as that happened, I leaned over to my buddy. I said, I bet you I know why that happened. And then it cut and it went to his point of view. I'm like, yep, we're about to see it.
Yeah, I was like, there's no shot he's there because of why you think he's there. It's some other reason.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I had a great time with it, and it's definitely one of those watchable ones. I think don't go in. It's so funny, right? Because like, it's been a fantastic year for horror, but on the same time, nothing is like, and maybe it's just me, but nothing's been like fucking scary. Like nothing, like Sinners is not like scary. Together's not scary, and Weapons is not scary. It's got scary moments.
Good times.
It's not scary moments, scary elements, but I don't think really, like, Together is kind of body horror, but it's kind of like a romance movie. Sinners is kind of a horror, but it's almost like a survival horror type
like
thing.
An action horror.
Yeah.
It's like an action movie almost.
Action horror. There you go. That's what I meant. And yeah, Weapons is definitely a dark comedy in a lot of ways too. So I don't think we really got a true horror aspect thing. Kind of like Long Legs, I would say. Like, we never really got like a one that's like really delving into like a trust all the way through horror. But they're all great. Like they all are just propelling at that category. And yeah, I if you're going in there to be like frightened in Weapons, reel it back a little bit. You're gonna there's a couple of moments that'll get you. But if you have the right friends, if you can grab some beers and grab some friends, it's a really fucking funny movie.
Oh yeah.
I really want to rewatch that movie.
And it's funny, like it's funny in like a few different ways. It's funny as in like there's good jokes, and it's funny as in like there's some absurd ass moments that you just can't help but laugh. But you
fucking help me!
Laughing at. Yeah, fucking help me! Or there's a part where the dude wakes up from a really fucked up dream, and he wakes up and he's kind of like backs into a corner, and before the scene ends, he screams, "What the fuck!" And that's like what the whole crowd in my theater just started busting up laughing.
Yeah, because it truly was everything he was dreaming. You're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, spoiler glasses are coming on. Is there a new thing?
Your audio only. We will alert you when we are done.
Yeah.
David will sing beautiful sounds into your ears.
La 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 la.
Nope, not right now, because spoiling.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
They're like, all right, that was quick.
That's kind of what it'll sound like, except probably even worse.
All right. David, I don't know if you're gonna like this movie, but I could tell it was like definitely me and Kel's ass movie, but I think you would have fun with it. If we ever meet up again, if all three of us meet up again, we're grabbing some beers and we're watching that movie. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah. There's so many parts that they're meant to make you laugh, right? Like there's no other reason. Maybe if it was a different director, like if I don't know, some Martin Scorsese was directing this, would be like, okay, I'm not supposed to laugh here, but I'm laughing anyways. But since it's Zach, I'm like, okay, he meant for me to laugh at this, and I'm glad I am. And all these other idiots around me are the dumb ones, because there's the part I was talking about. So the main character, she's in her car, she's spying on this house, right? Because weird shit's going on with it. But she's a heavy drinker, so she's sitting in her car drinking. It's daytime, then all of a sudden it just smash cuts to night, and she's passed out in her car. So the camera kind of zooms in on the house, and you see the door open, and there's like a person that comes out walking like weird, like all jankety, like they're like a marionette almost,
Like,
but you
yeah.
can clearly see they're holding a knife or scissors in their hand. So they come up to the car, they waddle up to the car, lady's passed out drunk in it. They try to open the door, they shake it, doesn't open. They go to the next door, shake it, doesn't open. Then they make it around the car to the third door, and you can hear it like the latch
Like,
unlock. As yeah, as soon as that happened, I go I start laughing. And like it's like the whole theater's silent. The music is very low, it's very quiet movie. And I start busting out laughing, and I can't help but start snickering because it's just such an absurd ass. Because it's one of those things they drag it out. Like he goes and checks every fucking door, and then the last one just happens to be unlocked,
Yep.
and then it
go
just
ahead.
gets even more absurd because like they get in the car like fuck, she's about to die, something's about to happen. You see these scissors come in the frame, and they just like take a lock of her hair, and it cuts. It goes to like because it goes to the next chapter essentially. You just don't see what happens next. And it's like it has that build up, absurd moment, and then just
And
kind
then
of
like, but then like also slowly you see scissors like come into her neck like, shh, doink.
yeah, it just takes the hair. And this movie does a really great job with pacing because they attack the movie from multiple different angles, right? So you start off with your main character that you see in the trailers. It reaches like a high like peak where shit's about to go down, and then it crash cuts to black, and you see a new name, and then you follow.
It's
a
like
new
Last of Us
character.
2, except not.
Except better. So and by the time after the first one, you kind of see like who the established players are, and you kind of can presume like, okay, next one I'm probably gonna be the dad, or I'm probably gonna be like the
There's like
police
someone there's
officer.
usually like one or two prominent people in the story that like have enough of a voice that you're like, all right, we're gonna probably see more about them in a little bit.
But there's one random one. It's a junkie that you see like in a few of the different stories, but he's not like a prominent character. But it crash cuts to that, and I start laughing too. Like everyone's quiet. They're like, "Who's that?" But I'm paying attention. I'm like, "Oh, it's a fucking crack."
Yeah.
Like, what does he have to do with this?
The
And
the
it,
the car thing was so funny though, because yeah, my theory. You're, I'm just like, you fucking idiot.
yeah, I start laughing. I get that nervous giggle. I'm like, "Oh shit, this is about to get fucking crazy," and it doesn't.
No, I was I was losing it when there's a part where the crackhead tells the cop all right, David, fuck off then, I guess. I'll just talk
Yeah,
I'll talk to Kels about it. It's the part where he tells the cop like everything happened. He's like he gets out of the car, he's like, what about my 50,000? And just leaves. And you know it's fucked. Like he has a door opens, he's walking in, you're like, all right, this is fucked. And it cuts to nighttime, he's looking at the door. I'm like, you're fucked. Like
Oh yeah.
there's no virgin on this world that would be less fucked than you were about to be fucked right now. Like it's the worst. And yeah, he comes out there and he's like, oh hey, there he is. And I'm like, no, like you're about to get destroyed.
Yeah, no, man, I felt so bad for that cop. Like he's in, like he was just having the worst fucking day.
Hey, he should have
Like,
cheated.
yeah, that's true, but he's just having the worst fucking day and gets caught up in all the middle of it.
He shouldn't have cheated. If he didn't cheat it, he would have been more on top of his game. He wouldn't have got poked by the junkie, which that was also funny, by the way. He
Oh,
got
it was so
poked. He
funny.
looks down and just fucking just punches his ass. Just punches his ass, dude.
That was
And then he
another
wakes
moment,
up. He wakes up. Hey, look, I'm gonna uncuff you. You're gonna forget about this. I'm gonna forget about this. All right, you're good. Just don't ever bring this up again. Don't ever let me see you again. All right, you good? And the guy's like knocked the fuck. He's like, just does
What
not understand what the
happened?
fuck's going on. It's so funny, dude. And then I cringed when you saw the silhouette outside of his tent just opens and then just stabbed right in the fucking face, brother. I was like, Jesus H Christ, dude.
that was another moment. I'm like, okay, this is the Wise Kid You Know sketch. Like, I was expecting there to be like an empty gallon of PCP like in his tent or something. Like, I thought there was gonna be like an Easter egg there because as soon as like he gets in there, he pulls the needles out. I'm like, oh my fucking god, he's about to stab him again. I can feel it. He hits him with the AIDS needles.
Dude. Seeing Benedict Wong just do his fucking run though, like his face, his eyes just bulging and just running straight at it, and the girl's like, "Hey, what's about to happen?" They just kind of look at him as he's running full speed. I'm like, "You idiot, get in the car, drive! Why are you
Or like
If I see
jump on top of the car, get up high somewhere.
If I see anyone ever running at me like that at full speed and that far away, I'm gone. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm out, dude.
Yeah, I really love those scenes. One of my favorite horror movies, It Follows. It's just one of the main things. I love those long, just like really drawn out scenes where you see the person in the background and then they slowly start to get closer, get closer. It's so cool.
You know,
Such a good effect.
yeah, that's always like the most unsettling part of the thing. Whenever you just see something just approaching you and you're kind of like deer in headlights moment. It's it reminds me of the real footage of a bear caught on tape or something like that. I think it's called of on infomercials. The Adult Swim thing. You ever watch that?
Yeah, I don't remember it though. I know
That-
what you're talking about.
That one's the one that's like the fake ad for like the anxiety pills or whatever, and it turns into a horror story. It does that whole thing like it's a happy-go-lucky day. Like, hey, you should take this, but side effects include, and then it just never ends, and it gets more depressing and draws out, and just turns into a fucking horror movie by the end of it. And there's one part, and I think it's funny because Gore would always agree with that too. Where the part that always fucks with me is when you look far away, see someone is standing really fucked up. They're just standing in a really weird way. They just fucking bolt at you. Like that shit. That I love that part. Like that's one of my favorite tropes. If I ever do a horror movie, there's no shot I don't include something like that. But yeah, it's like you see the person far away, just like standing out there all weird. That just fucking sprints at you. And yeah, seeing Benedict Wong just looked all fucked up, just sprinting. I'm like, good lord, fucking help me. Just no one's helping. The counter guy doesn't say shit, just staring there behind the counter.
That's not his problem.
Yeah. Same thing with I thought we were gonna get something more of a cop guy's wife or whatever.
Right.
Because she just beats the shit out of that girl, and that's the last you ever see of her.
Right. Yeah, no, that's it. Like I love how they set all that up too, because you see that and then you get his story and then he's talking about like, oh, your dad. You're like, wait, your dad. Oh no. It starts to like he goes into work, it starts to like dawn on you like, fuck, he works with him. Yeah, he's gonna be like the sheriff or something. No, he's the police chief. Fuck.
Yep. It's funny because I read a complaint. Someone was complaining about the pacing. I'm like, I love that kind of pacing when it's quick and it's just kind of goes. I love that. Just like give me more backstory. Let me start filling in the gaps on my own because it does fall and it feels very satisfying when you can start piecing together on your own like that.
No, it really does because it leaves out pieces like he's in a relationship off and on, and then the thing with his girl happened. You're like, oh shit, she's crazy, and they were off, but she's attacking her. Then no, you get the rest of the story. He wasn't being truthful. There's more to it.
Right. It's cool because it gives you little bits and pieces to let you kind of assume things, but then kind of piece it together when you start figuring it out. Yeah, I love that. I think my favorite meme I saw was it had the gamer lean lockup where everyone's like and it had once you see the kid's name, everyone
Alex.
Everyone just locks in as soon as you see Alex pop on the screen. That kid, and you know what?
You have all the pieces, like you know what's happening. You're like, okay, what the fuck is going on with him now?
And what I appreciate, and what other people mentioned too, and I 100% appreciate, it's not a dumbass kid.
No, like they really. So the writing in this movie is fan-fucking-tastic. Like the writing for the characters and the writing.
No obtuse
so
dumbasses.
Yeah, there's really not, and if there are, it's to serve a point. Like the junkie, he's like dude's kind of a dumbass, but it's because of the character, not because of how he's written.
Right, because I mentioned that I loathe when someone's just being a dumbass in a movie. Like, just why would you fucking do that? I always question, I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? And I don't, like, offhand, I can't really think of really many moments I really thought of that. The only time I think I had was when principal let in that woman. I'm like, no, don't let the fucking woman in. Why would you, that woman looks creepy as shit. She stays
That
outside.
and
She asked for a bowl of
secretary,
water. Fuck that. I
right?
can't get her out of here.
That yeah, let her into the house. Yeah, yeah. No, that was definitely one. That was like the one big moment where it's like, yep, probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. And then they're
I
standing
love.
there. She's standing there acting all creepy and like, I'm gonna call the cops. Just on the side, I'm like, no, fucker, get the gun.
Right. I seen a meme. It was because like you get that picture of what they're eating, all the hot dogs.
Yeah.
There's 7 of them. So I seen a meme. It was like, who's eating 4 and who's eating 3?
That wasn't an obscene amount of hot dogs for those
It
two.
was so many hot dogs, and then that they had like chips and like carrots.
Yeah,
and
I just saw a picture of it on Twitter. It was like 3 cookies, chips, some sodas, and 7 hot dogs.
Not even an even number. Come on. don't be a
Like
dick.
I get Bennett Wong is a bigger man. There's no disrespect on that end, but 7 hot dogs is a lot, dude. And that wasn't even like a sit down at a dinner table thing. They were sitting in the chairs like watching TV sort of thing. That felt like
Yeah.
like one of those like we're watching a movie and snacking trays, but
God
it
damn
just
it, they
had
were
so many
so
hot
cute, dude.
dogs.
They had like matching shirts and everything.
Yeah. And you know what? That's what something that was fucked up too was when you I love when and that's why I do love those moments where you see something just fucked up happen, because seeing Wong's character have the Mickey shirt on and he's hanging out with his husband or whatever, I think husband, fiance, whatever they are,
Yeah.
and he has that Mickey shirt on, they both do. I'm like, all right, this is where I think something gets fucked right now.
Yeah, this is way too cute right now.
Yeah,
Something about to
someone's getting
fucking
fucked, and you were wearing that shirt, and you looked fucked up in that shirt. Oh yeah, no, and the kid was not a dumbass, which I respect. Like the kid had so much fucking trauma and dealt with that shit, and you could see that, especially with the teacher. Which I'm sorry, lady, you need to keep 50 feet away from a school at every moment of your life, because
I was gonna ask you that too. Like, how does that make you feel, like coming from the teacher aspect of it? Because it does touch on like a lot of real things. I feel like that probably come up with teaching,
so
especially after what you were telling us about the shit that happened with you. About
yeah,
having to
so
remove yourself.
There's when you get stepped in with admin and they tell you something like, hey, watch it, I think you need to be more mindful, especially when you know you're a drinker, you are making bad decisions, like you need to chill the fuck out, especially when everything's going on. I did now side tangent on
See,
this.
that's another thing about the movie, the writing, because like at first you don't know that she's a drinker, you don't know that she has.
You
some
just think she's
problems.
going
You
through
don't know-
shit and like she's a poor woman, and then you chill to her and she's like down in that shit like crazy.
Well, at first you're like, okay, this is all reasonable. Like this weird shit happens. She wants to check on her student. This seems like a super reasonable thing. And then you slowly get the trickle of like, oh, you've had past issues. Oh, she's also a fucking raging alcoholic. Oh, she also makes these really poor other choices.
Right.
And so like you start to be like, oh, okay,
Now,
I see what's happening.
when I was going through to side tangent this, I try to sympathize a bit, just being a teacher on that end, that want to like reach out for that. Obviously, at some point, it's like you're way too much. When the kid says "leave me alone" and you have I'm like, motherfucker, you need to go away. That is you've leaped over that line. But I know Kreger has said that it was not a political film, but I think it's crazy to not see a lot of gun violence in the film, and sort of like I was thinking Sandy Hook the entire time, honestly.
I've seen a lot of theories that the movie's an allegory for like a school shooting. Like the kid, like everything that happened with like the possession of them and stuff is just an allegory for there was a school shooting that happened, and the kid was retelling it as they were told. Like they weren't told that was a school shooting.
Yeah, no, I can see
The
that. Because he also said that the scene where the gun's hanging above the house was just a dream that he put in there out of nowhere. But I'm like, it's an AK, which is like, I don't see that gun outside of shootings at this point. Or assault rifle, I guess.
Yeah, it's like an AR-15, like a generic AR-15.
Yeah. I guess 217 is like has some correlations with something people have been linking to, but I think whatever. You want to throw a random number, whatever. But I think the thing that got me,
Numerology bullshit.
huh?
Some numerology shit. Every number has a link somewhere
Right.
to something.
If
that
you
people
find
will
so
find a
yeah,
link for.
I'll let that
Yeah.
slide on there. But the thing that just got to me thinking that is just the fact that it's a whole class gone except for one. And if I recall, there's like I think Sandy Hook, there's a lot like that where like the kids were huddled into a closet or a back room or something, and the guy just let loose back there, and like one or two like came out alive. And right when the kid survives, and it's just the kid and the teacher there, the kid closes up and begins to like clam up about things, right? And that's how they integrated. The movie has different ways of saying why they did that, but it's like that felt like that too, you know, like
Well, it hits it from both angles too. Like at one point, you think Alex is the one survivor, and then it's like, oh, he could also be the shooter in this situation.
right, because it was really technically kind of sort of in some way his fault, and that's what happened. But like obviously the aunt
His
is
fault,
the
and he went through with it due to how he was being treated by the other kids too.
right. So like there's a lot of ways, but I was like. There's and I was like I'm not crazy, right? I'm there has to be a lot of school shooting allegory because they kept making it like this whole class was gone. I mean, obviously other shit happens, but like this entire classroom except for one kid is gone. Like that just
And at the start, they start off with the specific. The cops covered it up because they messed up the investigation or something like
yeah.
that.
They were like
Like,
they were
okay,
so embarrassed by how they didn't figure this out that they just said no.
yeah, that they just covered it up. And I've seen a lot of people bitching about like, oh, the police aren't realistic. This wouldn't have happened this way. It's like they told you at the beginning of the movie it was a cover up by the police because they didn't go about it in the right way.
Dude, yeah. But yeah, no, I understand the trauma in that, but like there are so many lines you're crossing, lady, where I'm like, you need to like let that shit go. That is asinine that you're following the kid home and like at be it what it
Waiting for the
will.
bus to follow him from one
That's
place to
already
another.
egregious, like far and away egregious. But like the line for me that I'm like, bro, you're like making me uneasy. Which when the kid said, "Leave me alone," and then you still like went to their house, I'm like, that's insane, lady. You need to put the drinks down and go to a fucking rehab home.
Hey, she was right though.
Yeah, she was. Oh, yeah, I guess. So fuck me. I guess if you ever have an issue like that, go ahead and call the kid. Like I guess at some point you got to be right on that end. But yeah, like that kid went through some shit, dude. Like uh, trauma out of ass with that kid.
Yeah, so like full spoilers for David. There's a part where like so the whole thing is like I think it's a witch is what's going on.
Yeah, because I mean
Sometimes
that's why I put on the teacher's name. It was kind of ironic
yeah,
they put on her car.
yeah, some kind of witch or succubus or something. It's played out as like this kid, his aunt is coming to visit or his mom's aunt. You get conflicting things from everyone.
No
Uh
one can be trusted as a narrator. Got it.
Well, yeah. So, well, it's maybe because they don't know either. Because, like, at one point, they say, "Oh, your mom's aunt," and then they say "your aunt" numerous times. I think it's because. So the whole thing I've seen the theory is it's a witch that's not actually related to him. She's kind of like weevils her way in because throughout the whole movie you see stuff talking about parasites. Like even in like
Mm.
a flashback to the classroom, they're talking about parasites and what an example of a parasite is. So I think it's like one of those like a Mr. Poopy Butthole situation. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, oh, we don't know. He's just always been here, type of
Gotcha.
situation. And so she comes in, she starts being fucking weird. The kid doesn't like him, dad doesn't like her. But all of a sudden, the kid comes home. They're all sitting at the kitchen table. Parents are stoic, and the witch is pretty much telling them like, "Hey, you're gonna do what I say. You're gonna act normal, or else I'll make your parents eat each other." And the kid's like, "Yeah, fuck you." And so she she makes both of the parents pick up a fork that's at the kitchen table and just start stabbing themselves in the face with it like repeatedly. Oh man, that's another part I laughed at, but I started cringing like instantly after because it looks so fucking visceral.
Right. So the
I'm
kid,
excited for this. This sounds like a lot of fun.
It's very fun.
dude, and we haven't got to the crazy fucking part yet. The ending is like comedy gold.
It's like yeah, it's like pure like physical comedy, 100%.
So at the end, we figure out. I'm glad you don't care about spoilers, but at the end, you figure out that like the kids are all like at this house, and then like they get cracked to fight back against the witch, and they just start chasing her, and she just starts screaming
And
like,
she instantly understands too because she sees it happen and she takes off running, and you kind of like you're wait, what's going on? And then they start taking off running. It's like there's a commercial that used to air back in the day where people like I think it was like a Madden commercial or something. Like people are just like running through houses and like running through like walls and shit. So yeah. Anyways, Adrian.
yeah, it's just like they are like it just imagines this fucking group of kids, like I think it's 17 kids, just run and just like break. They don't run. They don't open doors. They just run through the doors.
Run through doors, run through windows. The witch lady, she's like running
And
through
she's
houses.
screaming. She's like, ah! Just old lady just screaming and running. And it's like a
She's, like,
cartoon at
jumping
that
over
point.
fences and
It's
shit
a
and trying to,
cartoon. Like
close-
there's one part where this guy's mowing, and you see two houses like kind of there, and you hear he stops, and he hears someone screaming. You see from from backyard to backyard, you see a woman just screaming and running, and then like 5 seconds later, this stampede of kids just chasing after her.
and then eventually, like, you get this for it's another part that gets drug out to the most absurd moment. So after it goes on for a while, she like trips and falls. The kid tackles her, and they all start getting on top of her and beating the shit out of her. But then they start ripping her to pieces. They like start ripping at her skin, ripping at her arms and legs, and they pull her
Jesus.
apart pretty much piece by piece.
It's
very
asinine.
gory. And then like the movie just kind of like ends after that. They're just kind of like, yep, this happened. Some of the kids never talked again. Some are starting to talk.
Yeah. Which again, that's what I also equate to like a school shooting where the survivors are like, yeah, some of them just that's what they stuck with, and the other ones like eventually kind of maybe got a little better. But
Yeah.
phenomenal movie. I had a great time during it. That is definitely one of those you can watch that maybe like once a year with the boys and just have a really good time
Oh,
with that
yeah.
movie.
100. It's definitely, and I feel like Barbarian's kind of the same way. It's less absurd at parts, and it takes itself a lot more seriously, I feel like, at times. But yeah, no, they're both in that same sort of echelon. Dude, the part with the potato peeler got me really good too. That shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
So there's a part where the main character, the teacher, she's getting attacked by someone, and they're in a kitchen, and she's like looking for shit to like attack, like fight back with. So she picks up a potato peeler and like gets him down the face like 2 different times. And it's like
Oh.
peeling off like chunk.
But he has no response to it either, and she's like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Just fucking no sells it.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
Exactly.
some of the viewings, I think the preview viewings have been giving out potato peelers with weapons branded on it.
I see that. It's so cool. I want one.
Yeah, I'm so pissed. I don't live in LA, dude. LA gets all the cool shit.
For real.
But anyway, that was Weapons. It was fantastic. Love that it was an IMAX too. It was really good to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, and another going back to like the political part, like I feel like there could have been a different name for it besides Weapons if it wasn't political, you know?
Weapons is a
Because
peculiar name because at some point there's like they're like being weaponized, and you kind of get it. But I'm like, I don't think Weapons is a great name for it. I think it could have gone
Yeah,
any other way.
Because they're not. There's
They
no
never
intention
get
of using
weaponized.
that weapons.
They
Yeah,
they kind of
they
do
all-
at the very end, but like
like the whole and I wish they would have shown like the witch consuming like people more, because it's insinuated that she's doing it because she needs the life force to
Mhm.
exist. But you never see that. You never, like, if she was like eating one of the kids or like consuming someone or something, I feel like it would have like had more impact. But that's just me.
there's
being,
talk of expanding this universe a little bit, so I'd be kind of
Yeah.
curious to see where they go with it because I could see this being one of like the really cool intro movie and then just diving deep into that.
Well, my buddy I seen it with brought up a good point. It's like, what if this was like X? What if we get like Pearl next, and it's about the aunt or the aunt?
Yeah,
Like,
I need to
so
watch those movies still, but yeah, that was something I was thinking of too, where it just kind of creates on that a little more.
yeah.
Which I mean,
But yeah, great movie.
he's 2 for 2 on big hits now, so dude's got a good path to just start getting some horror paychecks and be like, yeah, just do whatever the fuck you want now, you're good.
Honestly, because that's what happened with Damien Leone too. Just hit it out of the park with Terrifier 1 and 2. Then all of a sudden they're like, all right,
That's Jordan
so
Peele.
We're gonna quadruple your budget.
Jordan
for
Peele,
your
same thing.
next
Like, hey,
movie.
Get Out, cool, you're good, just forever.
So another cool thing about this movie, did you know Jordan Peele was originally going to be
Yeah,
attached to it?
it's not a cool story for him.
No. Well, for his managers, because he fired his whole management team after they lost the bidding war for the script.
Mhm. He wanted to produce it really badly, and he knew it was going to be a big one. And I guess his management team was like fighting. I want to say Universal or something for it, or
It's
or Warner.
Bros.
Yeah,
that do that,
Warner for it. And I guess I've heard a couple things, but like I think one of the ones I heard was like maybe they had it, but then they thought they had it or something like that. They dropped the ball on it, and Jordan Peele was fucking pissed because he thought it's gonna be like, I want this shit like so bad, and yeah, nope, and fucked up because
Yeah, that's one of
this
the movies.
this is a big one.
Can't blame him though.
Nope, because yeah, dude,
Yeah, that's one of his movies.
between this and Sinners, man, they're both them are killing the game.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I hope it keeps making money too. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear about the Resident Evil thing at all, David? With them,
No.
I think we can talk. We're off spoilers, so I'm gonna go ahead and sing the audience while I find this. There you go. Let me see.
The big thing about the Resident Evil movie is like supposedly it's not gonna follow any of the main characters. Like we're not gonna
Good.
get Leon, we're not gonna get Chris. And his reasoning was super solid. He's like, play the games, you know their stories.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that makes sense.
He's coming off. He's saying like, I'm a huge fucking Resident Evil fan, and he said I'm not gonna fuck this up.
He
like,
did say though his favorite is Resident Evil 4. That's the one he's played a ton. So I think that might be skewed a little bit.
What kind of cuck enjoys Resident Evil 4 as the best?
Man, that's my guy right there, dude. That's my guy, brother.
Absolutely bad taste.
Hell yeah, I'm so in. I'm gonna pre-order tickets right the fuck now. He said it's gonna be a Rock'em Sock'em Evil Dead 2 style film. He said it's gonna be a love
That makes
letter.
me so fucking excited because there's so many moments and weapons that are kind of like an Evil Dead 2 kind of like flair to them.
He said it's a love letter to the games because he said he's in general he knows not to fuck with like not to go, and I agree. Don't go with the main cast. He said I know this world. It's gonna be in this world, not doing this shit though, like not following the path, which I think is good. And they said it's a real time foot journey where you go deeper and deeper to the depths of hell.
Like stuff like this makes me hype because also supposedly he has a script written for a DC movie, but his whole thing is he doesn't want to do like one of the big heroes or big villains. He wants to do like henchmen. He wants to do like on the ground stuff. And that's what I think so cool about doing a side story for like Resident Evil. Like you don't have to follow the main cast or even like what's going on at Umbrella. You can have just a slice of life, someone living in the world.
Yeah.
Like what happens to random guy Gary in Raccoon City whenever everything goes down, you know?
So he says,
Which honestly is the way to go because fucking every time someone's touched Resident Evil prior, they just made up their own shit anyways.
Right, but try to shoehorn everything in.
so I have a lot of the quotes here. Is that the movie follows a person from point A to point B. It's a real time journey where you just go deeper, deeper in depths of hell. It's really a love letter to the games because I love those games. This is a story that I would have wanted to write whether I got the IP or not. I just happen to be able to have these Resident Evil people be down. So I get to play in a sandbox. I think I'm doing it because I think this movie is going to be fucking awesome. Says he's going to be completely obedient to the lore of the games, but rather he's trying to tell a story that feels authentic to experience that you get when playing those games. And he says, let me say this. This is not breaking the rules of the games. I am the biggest worshiper of the games, so I'm going to tell a story that's love letter to the games and follow the rules. I'm not going to tell Leon's story because Leon's story is in those games. Fans already have that. I consider Resident Evil to be an original thing, the film, and I think you will too when you see it. He says, it's not gonna be like Barbarian and Weapons. It's going to be a Rock'em Sock'em. It's time for me to play, turn off my brain, and make an Evil Dead 2. Get crazy with the camera. It's a weird, fun, and wild story.
By get weird with the camera, he means he's gonna put it in the corner, and then like you're gonna have
You're
to
gonna
fall
cuck the
into water.
camera.
That'd be so cool. It's in theaters next year, next September. And I think someone mentioned I just tweet actually. I'm gonna retweet it really quick. It says Zach Kreger making a Resident Evil movie about a random guy having the worst day of his life in Raccoon City. It sounds like the best shit ever.
It really does, honestly. Fuck yeah.
I would love that. Just some random dude wakes up. It's that sound like the doo 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 doo. It just he looks outside the window. He's like, "What the fuck is all this?"
It's like Dawn of the Dead, the remake, with Zach and James Gunn. I mean that's still one of my favorite cold opens to a movie ever because it's the same way. Like everything starts off chill, cool. It's a perfect ideal society, and then hits the fan.
Shaun of the Dead up right there too.
Right.
Oh man, yeah, no, I'm excited. I think I'm glad that he's gonna do whatever he wants. I think give these filmmakers once they prove themselves and they start doing this shit, give them the money. Stop giving them to people that happen to be the nephew of a producer or whatever that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Another really cool thing about Weapons before we leave it is I read also, I guess the movie was him coping with the loss of his buddy that died. So when Wyatt's Kids, it's pretty much Zach and then Trevor Moore were like the main two guys, and Trevor passed away 3 years ago now. And
Fuck,
the
has it
movie,
already been 3 years?
right? And
Fucking
the
hell.
movie was released on the day that he died as well. Well, the early release, the Thursday showing at least. And he said the whole movie was he wrote it like as his grief process of going through that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, just to add extra heaviness to it. But I mean, he worked it out. He wrote a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm loving how these people are kind of going with it. Same thing, even again, like not his biggest fan, but same thing. Ari Aster, like just let him have his money and just let him do some weird shit. We need more people doing some crazy cinema like that. That's our breath of fresh air right now, because I think we need more of this shit than a lot of other things that we have in theaters right now. But that was Weapons. I'm excited to see more memes of just the kid running in there, because it's so funny just seeing that, like me when the ice cream truck and just you running just like that.
One last sad part too is like from all the interviews I've seen from Zach is he said that we might not be getting a Barbarian physical release anytime soon.
Yes, he's been trying very hard to get a Barbarian physical release too.
But no dice.
You know what?
Rip.
Hey, I disagree. Hey, Craig, if you're listening, next studio to produce your film, say, hey, I'll only produce this if you guys give me a Barbarian physical run.
Well, I mean, he's getting to that point almost where you can kind of include that in a contract.
That's like, no, I am not kidding.
I'm actually a little surprised that like Criterion hasn't worked out a deal with him to try and help with that.
Well, even if it's not like going back and doing Barbarian, but he's getting to that point now, like being a prestigious modern director, where you can be like, hey, if I make this movie, we're doing a physical release of it.
Mm-hmm.
Have that sort of stipulation in there, especially if it's something original that he did right and it's not like bought the rights to or something. I'd definitely try to get that.
I can see Criterion doing it, especially if he gets like one or two big name bangers.
Collection.
He does more bangers, because that's kind of how I feel with a lot of the directors. You just kind of in retrospect go back and you're like, all right, let's just put his entire thing on there, and I can see Weapons being on there. Side note, I just saw a tweet like this second of the Weapons cast changes. I didn't know who the original ones were. Did you?
I've seen a few of them.
I didn't know Pedro Pascal was being it.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the dad.
Josh Brolin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Josh Brolin better in that role.
The one, yeah, he's really good in it. The one noticeable one that I was kind of bummed about is the principal. That was supposed to be Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah. Benedict Wong did great in it, but Brian Tyree Henry would have been fantastic in it too.
Oh yeah, no, he would have fucking killed it. I think they both would have done, or he did great, but I think he would have done great too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Josh Brolin was a good sub for Pedro Pascal. I think he just has that intensity to him.
Oh yeah, he has like those crazy eyes too. Like he knows how to hit that shit.
Right.
Like you were convinced that his son had died and disappeared.
like as a teacher, I think it's the most egregious thing to be like, hey, this entire, I mean, I understand to an extent, I guess, but like this entire woman's fucking class is gone except for one kid. It's her fault. I'm like, how the fuck? But then you look at Josh Brolin, you're like, hey, I mean, he might be right. He might be right. He might be onto something. Let him cook, actually, because it might be a little weird. But anyway, that was Weapons. Fantastic. Please go watch that if you haven't. David, I don't know, do you and the partner there do horror nights or anything? You guys do horror together?
I do horror. She gets bored by it, so she doesn't often watch horror.
Does she like dark comedies? Sell it like that.
Dark comedies, yes.
Okay, don't say it's a horror. Just tell her it's a dark comedy.
All right.
It's so funny. I love horror, and Samantha is like hates it. Like she gets scared very easily. But I made her watch Barbarian. Had her go watch that with me, and it's like one of those movies where you can't tell if they like it or not, but she talks about it a lot, a
Yeah.
lot. And so it's like, okay, that made an impact on you. You had to have liked that one. And I told her like, yeah, this one's by the same guy, and she kind of got excited about it. She's like, ooh, I kind of want to see that now.
Yeah. God bless mine. Like she is a Disney girly. She
Yeah,
need,
my wife just tolerates it. She's like, I'm just here for you, but I hate this every
yeah,
second of it.
like God bless. She's watched a lot of David Lynch stuff because of me, because of this like last couple weeks, and she's not a fan. she's just give her some Disney princesses. She's
Hey,
still
you gotta go
making.
watch Freakier Friday this weekend.
She watched it with her mom. She's watching it with her mom, and she already made plans to watch Wicked 2 with like 14 other friends over the course of like 3 weeks, except for me. God bless her. I think she's still making it up to me because of how she made me watch Moana 2, and Wicked all in 1 week. I think she still feels bad about making me do that because I just don't do musicals. And she's like, all right, I think you got it for the next little while. But yeah, no, it's a good time. Anyway, did I watch anything else on that front?
I didn't watch another movie, but I watched a TV series.
What'd you watch?
There's a certain revival that happened recently on Hulu.
Oh yes, let us talk.
The king has returned.
Because yeah, something was missed, dude. Fantastic, 10 out of 10.
Here, let me grab a soda real quick.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna hold up. David, you hold on the fort. Talk about something. 'Cause I'm getting water.
All right. I will be the only one here that was properly hydrated and ready to be hydrated. Let me pull up the group chat here, see if there is anyone saying anything in the chat. Forgot to pull that up earlier.
Okay, I'm back. Where the fuck
Age-
did he go?
He quit. He's like, you know what? I can't handle it. It was too peak.
He's like, you know what I said earlier about you taking it? Here. Send you a
Fucking
Dropbox.
do it on the fly, motherfucker.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
I kind of want to go back and like rewatch it now.
I
Like,
rewatched this.
Not just 14, but like all the way from the start.
I rewatched the entire series slowly over the past few months, just because where I work from home for most part now, and I work in IT. A lot of my days just watching progress bars. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna just fucking put something on the background. So I mean, the 13 seasons go by quick, more quick than you would expect.
Yeah, for sure.
The earlier seasons are definitely rough. There are definitely some aspects of the series that hasn't aged the greatest. If anything, one thing that really, it was kind of a funny gag when I was younger, but being the mature adult me that I am now, the one thing that like really grinds my gears about the original series, and what we'll kind of get into a little bit, I guess, continuing with it in the newer series, is the whole John Redcord situation. Like that, the fact that no one in the fucking town was like, "Hey, buddy, like you got to know the truth at some point."
Isn't the whole gag they try to tell him, but he just does not get it?
Well, Hank at one point was starting to feel really guilty, and then Dale goes on to this thing where he ultimately reconciles it in his own mind that Nancy was kidnapped by aliens.
Yeah.
And Joseph is an alien baby.
I died at the. You should give it.
Flashback.
You should give it to Nancy. I do give it to Nancy.
Oh yeah.
I always give it to Nancy. No, and we're spoiling King of the Hill. Actually, I should probably put this back on.
All right, it's party time
Let me-
again.
Let me tell you one part. So
Sorry for
me
Paula.
and the girlfriend watched it, and she died at a certain fucking reference that they just like pulled out of the ether from the original series. That I forgot about actually, and I shouldn't have forgot about it because I shouldn't say actually out of the ether. It's definitely a popular one, but it was when they pull Peggy out the MRI,
Oh yeah.
and they're like, yeah, I mean she's doing pretty good. I mean the only thing that's weird is like she's got some like what was it?
Tushin.
pelvic damage that looked like she was kicked by a 12-year-old.
He goes,
Yeah.
"How do you know it's from a 12-year-old?" And she died. She died, and I kind of forgot about it. I'm like, what did I miss? She's
That's
like,
my purse.
yeah, she's
I
like-
don't know you.
yeah, she's like, "That's my purse. I don't know you." So we stopped and paused and watched a giant just compilation of all that entire episode. Just love that. Just a bunch of kids just dogpile on Bobby, and he just nothing in his hand. She's like, "That's my purse." Dude, and it was just like, "Hey, your son's been here for fighting," and Hank gets all excited, like, "Oh yeah, like, what's he been doing? Tell me about it." And he just goes like, "I kicked him in the testicles." You what?
What? Gonna add like 5 H's in there. Yo, what?
Yeah. She died. I love how much care it gives to like, because I think the cool thing that people mentioned is that it is called season 14. It's not
Yes.
like King of the Hill, the return.
The revival.
It's season 14, so it really does like, hey, this is just, we're keeping it going, and it does like reference a lot of cool things like that. So I actually appreciate like when Connie and Bobby are having that song, their
Yes.
Yakuza moment, and it has like flashbacks to them from way back when. I thought that was cute.
Or like the parts with Cotton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your grandfather killed my grandfather in the war. He was one of the 50 men.
Yeah, yep. Dude, I rolled my eyes so hard when, "Hey, good Hank, what you watching there?" And you just see immediately, I'm like, oh, God damn it, we're going there.
That episode was fucking peak though. God damn.
So good. Hank accidentally out alphas the alphas.
I think I'm the only one here that still has a wife, and I was like, I mean, yeah. But you know what I appreciate though is because King of the Hill is so smart, dry, but it's so smart in how it does things, right? So it's like, it's just so relatable and things, and it's like, yeah, Hank is very much masculine and a little bit toxic in it too. Like I mean, you get it from the first time when Bobby shows up. Come here and give your dad a good old handshake.
Yeah.
All right, like it's like that kind of stuff. That's like, yeah, it's very masculine in a way that we should probably be going past. But then like still, you have those moments where he's like, "You can't just shit talk women like this." Like,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing? Like he's real about that too. Like he can't quite dive into that part where he's like gets to that, but like I love that he's like, what the fuck?
It's a fascinating parallel because that was kind of always one of the major things with the original series is that, you know, Hank was a very old-fashioned, very repressed individual.
Due to
in
his
a lot
dad,
of
due to Cotton.
ways. Yeah, due to that shinless bastard. But at the same time, it's fascinating to see how a lot of those more backward qualities in some ways are still more respectful than what is happening nowadays.
Well,
Right.
because I don't necessarily think you can classify it as toxic masculinity. I think
It-
it's more
it-
positive masculinity than anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
like I don't want to
there's
say
a willingness to-
toxic.
Well, because there's a
It's-
willingness to change overall. Like he's not
Yes.
staunch in his ways. He's always ready to learn and make an adjustment.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I shouldn't. Toxic is kind of like the weird word I can get to because I think he just does that dad thing that some dads just don't quite get it. You know, where they're trying, but they can't quite cross that barrier. And I mean, you see it with fucking Cotton, right? And they have that moment in there where Cotton's the reason why Hank is the way he is. Because what was it? Hank was crying on the way back from football, and
yeah.
he's like, "You called
After
me."
injuring himself.
Yeah, he's like, "You called me everything worse than that," and Cotton's like, "Shut the fuck up, like man up." And that's why Hank is the kind of the way he is, right? Like he can't quite get there, but in a good way that Hank gets it, and he does love his family. He always wants the best for his family, unless you use charcoal. But he is very much there for you. So I appreciate that. There's a lot of love in that series. Like this is cool because it's just as nutty as it is, but there's just so much love and care put into that, and yeah, like it does, not to bring it back in any reason, but like it feels like Twin Peaks in the way that like a lot of people are dying now, dude. Like a lot of this cast is unfortunately passing away, and it's like animation kind of keep going, right? Like I thought the guy that did Dale kind of killed it. I thought I was like I couldn't
Yeah.
really tell a difference if you didn't point it out to me. but I mean, obviously, like Twin Peaks, you can't do anymore. Like everyone's going away.
Yeah.
The only one that I really noticed that was super differently was Khan. Khan because
Yes, because
so
he's got
the-
an entirely different actor.
right, because the voice actor for Khan is now the guy who does Dale.
Which
Yeah.
what's the is it because it was 2 races before?
Well, yeah,
Well,
well,
it's
because it
kind
was
of the-
another.
It's the Hank
Sorry, go
Azaria thing with Apu, how he played Apu in The Simpsons.
Right.
So it's just kind of like, yeah, let's let someone else do this. I'll just go ahead and play the white guy that I can play.
It's kind of like how they kind of intentionally call attention to it with the episode where Joseph, vexated by his whiteness,
Yeah.
talks about how he can't be Speedy Gonzalez because he's too white.
Yeah. So
And even in the reboot, he's like, I'm the only white guy on my
Yeah.
squad.
it's so funny how just he has not changed. He looks exactly the same. He has
It's
the same 5 strands of hair on his lip too.
It's also just so poignant because I love that and hate at the same time that Bobby is now old enough to also protect the secret, because when Emilio goes to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bobby's just like, no, we don't
No.
we don't touch that subject.
But like also Joseph is Dale's son.
Oh,
Like
100%.
like it's never it's
fall from the tree, but that apple definitely became that tree.
like dude, it's so fucking funny when they were having the what was it, the beer off.
The beer off, and they
Yes.
go to the judge's house.
And they're both investigating and then staring at each other through the goggles.
Like truly, like I think that's kind of also a thing too. Like I yeah, it's frustrating because like you're trying, but also like you gotta be real. Like they are father and son, so why even like get across that at some point? Like it is that is
And they're both too stupid to understand what the fuck you're talking about.
it is. You know what? I disagree. I think that is his son.
Oh yeah, no, I keep seeing memes of that, 'cause
Biologically, I think it
like,
is. I think it'd be funny if they actually did that. Like, yo, biologically, that is his son.
Yeah, like take a DNA test, a
Yeah.
23andMe. That'd be so fucking funny.
And they
Or
they
find out they're both from the same tribe. Like find out that they're like Dale's just Native American, and that makes him distrust the government more. Or some
You know
shit.
what?
That'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's you sold me. I think that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what they should do. I think that's something you lean to, especially with all those. You know what? If King of the Hill was going when there was like all the DNA tests were kind of popping off, that was
Yeah.
totally going to be an episode.
And so I keep seeing memes of that one moment because the judge comes out, so they take off running, and and Joseph hops into the trash bag.
Yeah,
It's like, yep, that's 100. He's Gribble through. 'em.
yeah. So I think like, yeah, you can
He
tell.
just
Like,
lights the cigarette for him and Joseph
I do love how excited he gets when he sees John Redcorn. Though he's like, oh, cool, it's John Redcorn.
because they're boys.
Yeah.
So I was telling Adrian they should just write it off. They should do like a 23andMe, and they find out that Dale's actually fully Native American or some shit.
And that's why he hates the government.
Give him another reason.
Well, they
to
they
distrust
did that in the
government.
original series where he thought he was actually of the ancestry for a while.
Well, now they have 23andMe. They can update it with nowadays.
Yeah.
times
Now
stuff.
it's official.
I think
Yeah.
I think
He's
it's
just very light skinned.
yeah. I think if this had been going on through the years. Also, hey, me and the girlfriend had that long look where we stopped what we were doing, like we're eating, and we stopped and just looked at each other for like a solid 5 seconds when they had the King of the Grill. Hey, isn't that show that got canceled because Fox was too stupid? Or Fox stupidly canceled that show 15 years ago?
I didn't even get that joke until you just said.
Yeah,
I was like, what are they talking about? An actual cooking show?
yeah, King of the Grill. And we
Yeah.
looked at each other just kind of like that. I love when people just jab at their networks for doing some bullshit like that. So yeah, that dude, what a well-crafted, well-loved show, and apparently I think it's signed on for season 15. I think they
it's
just
coming out
did.
early next year.
Yeah, I think they
I
just
think
kind of
they did 'em
booked
back
it.
to back.
Yeah. Because there were a lot of storyboard apparent leaks that or not leaks. I guess I don't know if they're leaks or not, but storyboards that came out of
Yeah, I think there were leaks because David was talking about it before we even
Yeah.
before it even came out.
I think it might have been the
Yeah,
Comic
like
Con
half
thing.
the storyboards came out.
Or was it the Comic Con thing or no?
No, the Comic Con thing happened, but there was also like full storyboards for like 4 or 5 of the episodes that came out ahead of time.
Yeah, so they just did all their, and which I think is smart. 10 episodes. I understand that the Zoomer audience can't handle more than 10 to 12 episodes. Because 22 episodes was the thing that happened, but I think 10 episodes is like I power through that thing, dude. Like I could if
It
there
goes
was
quick.
if there was another 10.
One
Jesus,
second. Go, go out of here.
you got excited for King of the Hill. If there was another like 10 to 15 episodes of the season, I would have kept going, dude. I was having a great time watching that.
I'm kind of torn because I would like larger seasons, but at the same time, I would almost kind of rather just a small, more curated, like let's not have any fat
juicier
to
one?
this kind of
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
But you could tell they were on their game so much that I was like, I'm sure if they had another 10 episodes, they would have killed it.
All right.
Hey, I have good news. KFC is bringing back the potato wedges.
Hell yeah, about fucking time.
Yes, sir. Let me see.
Wait, what was y'all's was there a specific favorite episode that you had out of the new ones?
Ooh, that's a hard
Let
one.
me go relook and see, because I binged them all. I could not stop watching them.
I don't know. I think the one with GH was really good. I really liked that one.
Yeah, that. I really liked that they had it focus on Hank as well. It would have been very easy to just have it be Bobby where they're closer in age.
Right.
But having it be the kind of awkward, like, yes, my younger brother that is younger than my son.
And I love all the language that they use too. Like GH was like, I'm forever in coctitude.
Also-
also, Hank like, what the fuck? Huh?
Also, just the whole back and forth with Hank and Peggy. Look, if I gotta recognize him directly as the fact that he is my younger brother, you have
He's
to
your
recognize she is your mother-in-law. And then
Mother-in-law,
there's
yeah.
just that, like, yeah. Yeah.
I think the beer story had a lot of heart in it. I liked.
Agreed.
I think that
Yeah.
was because that was the first episode where you really got to see how Hank and Bobby grew over the last like 15 years, and seeing them kind of compete with one another. But then like at the end, it's like, yeah, you know what? Seeing Hank get to enjoy a beer with Bobby. I think after all those years, I'm like, I think that had a lot of it resonated with me to see those two grow up.
I also
Yeah.
actually. Oh, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, and also I really like the con one or the
Yeah.
one with their wedding thing.
Also, I'm
'cause that one
I'm like, bro, you can't ask someone to keep a secret when you're talking crazy amounts of shit to him right now, dude. I'm seeing
for
amount
me,
of
it
shit.
was so funny just because that's such an Asian thing to do, and on top of that, it's just
Yeah,
like, it's
hey,
one of
by
those
the way-
episodes that
He can say that.
I can say that. That's some shit my grandmother would 100% do. Like, hey, I need you to do this for me, and then start calling me a fat ass in front of my friends and family or something.
Scene, brother.
She's definitely done it. But it's one of those episodes where you get to see everybody interact. Like all your favorite members of the original cast,
Dude,
new people,
I
old
was-
people, they all get to interact.
Siri, I did not even fucking talk to you. Dude, I couldn't stop saying, what a fucking dumbass when Dale put his fucking thing in the plant, and then Bobby and Connie are talking, and it
Yeah.
just turned on because dumbass can't just like manage the fucking DJ machine and projects their entire conversation. I'm just like, you fucking dumbass. You fucking dumbass. Oh, my favorite moment might have happened in episode 1 though, was the revelation of what happened to Bill.
Yes.
What a
watched all of
fucking-
You know,
Netflix.
Hank, that when you watch all of Netflix, they send you a wellness check.
I died. Dude, talk about a horror movie. Dude, when it pans over and it looks like, oh, what the fuck? It almost like Cousin It in
Darren
there.
Aronofsky.
Yeah, you
fuck
just see
the
you just
whale.
see you just see just eyes and just slob.
Also, kudos to Bill for being invited to the barbecue.
Oh, I fucking love that part too. Like, I was like hyped up for Bill. He's like, I got friends. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. And he goes up, he's dabbing up all the whole barbershop. I'm like, and I was like, all right, Bill. And then Hank comes in, and then you hear the first words out of here, and you're like, oh no, you idiot. I did. I also, man, there's so many good moments. I love how you can't understand a thing Boomhauer says, but he's the best talker to everyone. Everyone fucking loves talking to him. And Hank's like, I'm doing a great job. I don't want to talk to people. And everyone's like, you gotta talk to them, man.
You got to.
That's how you get that 5-star that you refuse to give the poor fucking cabbie.
The 5 bananas.
That's right, the 5 bananas.
Yeah, talk about someone that was talking about like that's the most. I didn't even realize that. That's foreshadowing as fuck, huh? Because they were like, he was like, yeah, I'm giving you 4 to improve, and over here he's like, why didn't I get a 5? Fuck off. Oh man, I didn't even realize that because I think he got a 2-star, and that's what he got.
Yeah.
He got a 2-star from the Uber guy too.
Yep.
Man, it's so funny. Just what was it when he rolls up there the first time and he's looking around Texas, he's like, hot Texas. He goes around and just sees everything. He sees the no U-turn signs. He sees the new shop. So he was trying to say boba or something like that. We're like, oh look, it's a new Bob's, and just moves his boba.
You know what a poke is?
Yeah.
Bitching about the bike lanes.
It's so funny. Just the shit that he
Fucking Dale
complains
was
about.
elected mayor.
The shit he complains about, right? It's funny because again, it's not like South Park where they like go obscenely, like they crank what they pick on to a 10. It's just he referencing shit because it's been out for so long and just like, the fuck is this? It's like, it's Texas, dude. No, it's not. Oh man, I love. And then what was it? Being in the Pentagon is it like the Pentagon or the White House, whatever it's called, the table where you're in the Bush Museum, having to reenact that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so well crafted.
He was
like,
not from Kenya. He was born in Hawaii, which is reason enough not to vote for him without making shit up.
see, like that kind of shit. It's that kind of shit that like, it's so funny because like he's rational in what he's trying to complain about. Like Hank is rational in what he complains about, which is fine. Like I appreciate how like grounded everything is in King of the Hill. Like it's crazy, but also just everything is just so grounded in it.
I think there's another part where he mentions too. He's like that time I lied and said I voted for Obama.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, dude.
Yeah, that episode where it was the Con one too, where he doesn't lie for Peggy, but he'll lie for Con. That's such a fucking funny.
I'm just always just like, how do you know I'm lying? He's just always, and then you throughout the episode you see him. They don't bring it up, but he keeps doing it. Oh man.
Also, I love that like everyone got like a good hearty amount of growth. I mean, Bill definitely fucking grew. But I mean, I love that Dale went so far beyond the pale with the conspiracy theories that even still he manages to be crazier than the modern day conspiracy theories, where not only was he elected for government, but he became an election denier just to get out of it.
Yeah, I love that rationale. He's like, I realize I only won because of this, and I think that's fucked up. Dude, I died when they're looking up the whatever is the Andrew Tate guy, and Hank's like, I need you to give me information on someone. He's like, all right, Hank, I'm glad you finally came to me. I've been waiting for this moment a lot of years. He pulls out a Peggy folder.
It's fucking massive. I want you to shred that right away. Sure.
Dude, I as soon as when Willow with Bobby, she's like, I'm gonna go along to the thing. I'm like, oh, she's gonna outplay everyone. And over here, like, I love her first one. She jumps and like the sun's behind her. She's like catching it all gracefully, and Hank's like just like stars in his eyes. And I love that they're talking over like lunch or whatever. He's like, Bobby, can you trade me seats so I can talk game with Willow? Like, oh man. And then she
He comes
shits
back
on
as
the
a soccer
fucking.
fan.
She shits on the desk. So
So
funny.
good. All the setups for the episodes were just so goddamn good. Like the one where he becomes a soccer referee, so fucking good.
Yes.
Hank all of a sudden just becomes a huge fan of
He
soccer.
doesn't like sharing it. He's like, everyone's like, what's going on with him right now? He's just hanging out there, and Peggy is so horny for it.
It's that damn conspiracy of Ted Lasso to get everyone to believe that soccer is a real sport.
But I love that Peggy is so turned on by him liking soccer because that's how they get freaky with how much that is, dude. It's so funny.
Also, kudos to them for being able to retire at 50. Like, goddamn, they made some fucking money.
in Saudi Arabia.
Yes, Saudi Arabia. I was really happy that Buck came back too in that in one of those last episodes. He was
Yeah,
because like
with
towards
the
the
investment.
end, yeah, I started feeling like, man, what characters are we missing now? Like, oh yeah, we haven't seen Buck yet. And then right about the time I was thinking that, sure enough,
I saw Hank invest in them. Like, you dumbass.
you idiot, you came in too late.
Yeah.
This is why you don't do any banking on your phone. It's too easy to make a mistake.
And again, it was one of those things that you get bummed out about. But the girlfriend did ask a little bit into. She's like, "What happened to Luann?" I'm like, "Probably passed away." And it was like, "Yeah, that's Brittany Murphy. She passed away." It's like, damn, dude. Fuck.
I am sad they didn't
With,
at least like have a nod to her in some capacity, but I imagine we might get something next season.
Maybe, I don't know. The way I see it is like if someone was like actively doing it, like Dale or John Redcorn, they were doing the voice was still there. They'll pass on the torch because like, all right, they were actively on the show. They'd probably be like, no, let this person voice my character. That's fine, you know. But if like they didn't have a say in that, you probably don't even want to touch it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me, it's like if you're working on it, you probably have the grace of like, yeah, you want to keep it going. But if they have never even had a voice in it, then
That's fair.
So do you think they'd write off Dale and John Redcorn next season?
no, that's what I'm saying. So I think because they were actively on development of the show with the revival, and that's kind of the okay that they probably had in their head. Like, yeah, of course they're not going to not do the show, right? Like, they'll keep it going. But if it's like someone that didn't even get a chance to say okay to the revival, then no, they're not gonna.
You know, I don't see John Redcorn really being prominent anyways. I mean, even in the original series, he kind of faded away for a good long while.
Kind of a joke every now
could,
and then to enter on. Like, he wasn't even really that big this season.
No, and I feel like unless they really decide to explore that other aspect of Joseph, I feel like there really is no reason for him to be there.
It'll be a small gag here or there, but I don't know. I could see them 100% keeping John Redcorn, the Dale 100%. They're not going to get rid of Dale, but John Redcorn, I could see iffy because I guess they didn't have time to recast for a voice in there. But I don't know. In my mind, I think the rationale is if they were working on the show, they got the hypothetical okay for them to keep going. If they didn't get a chance to be on the show, then you don't want to intrude in that sort of way. But ultimately, I know I thought the show was great. I had so much fun for it. I was telling David when you did that for a second, I'm like, this show could have been 20 episodes and I would have just binged all of it.
100%. I want more now. Like, I'm upset that I have to wait until next fucking year for it.
Yeah. If they're all this quality though, take your time on them. By all means.
Yep.
I'm hoping people watch the fuck out of this though, because I hope this is a return. Hope it's not a 14, 15, and then we're out, kind of like Beavis and Butthead did that one season and dipped out. I'm like, no, I want this to be a thing. Just keep it going. We're good. I'm happy. Just keep it going. And I mean, I assume that it got enough word of mouth that everyone was happy about it.
I hope so. I really hope so. Like, it's such a weird thing because even on Hulu, like if you go type it in, like it takes so long for it to pop up. So, and it's not under like the trending stuff whenever you search. So I'm really hoping it has some.
Which is no wow, because I don't hear anything negative about this season.
Right. Everything I've seen about it's been.
Let me go see it. Is there a Rotten Tomatoes on it?
Good question. Yeah, I would think so.
I know IGN gave it a 10, but I don't really give a fuck about what IGN says in shows sometimes. Let's see. Any other thoughts on this?
No.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Like you said, if it maintains the quality, I'm 100% more for another season, season after that, and season after that. I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'd be okay with them just going and continuing.
no,
Yeah, there's so many times I just had the stupidest grin on my face, just having fun with it. Because I love King of the Hill. King of the Hill is huge for me. I
I'm
grew
gonna
up watching
kick
that
your
shit.
ass.
Yeah, by golly.
Uh, I watched someone's reaction to just Hank's Rage compilation, and just all the comments are like, "Damn, I forgot Hank was all about that smoke, dude.
Yeah.
He just and he kicked you in the ass. Like it was not any of this like beat you up. It was he kicked your ass." Yeah, there's no Rotten Tomato score on it, but 80% from the audience.
Nice. Hell
So
yeah.
we're chilling, we're vibing. Um, yeah, give us more. Ooh, I forgot Shin Godzilla's here this week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that getting a limited re-release?
A 4K.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm in. Any other things we have before we hop into what we played?
Negative.
All
I think
right,
so.
David, lead us off. What'd you play?
I only really played one thing, and it might come as a bit of a genuine shock, but I played Balatro.
Oh, I just want to hate
Uh,
myself.
yeah, well, no, what it is that Slay of the Princess is out, and I'm waiting for it to fucking arrive in my door, because I want to play through that and get through that before Final Fantasy Tactics Remake comes out. And so I was like, fuck, I have like a night to kill where I kind of want to play something, but I don't want to just start something that I'm gonna immediately drop. And so I was like, I fucking paid for the game. I might as well play some more of it. And played through, got a couple more wins under my belts. Working on just grinding my way to getting to the fucking black difficulty done, so I can then. That's my goal, is at least to try and get the black difficulty done before Slay the Princess comes in.
Nice. Also,
Oh, yeah.
again, have to announce just because I got confirmation. It looks like uh, August 18th is the return of KFC potato wedges.
Hell yeah.
Sheesh.
I'm back. You got me.
I just seen Screen Time tweeted Warner Bros. Is currently in talks to develop a prequel to Weapons, exploring the origins of Aunt Gladys.
Right.
So, yep, we called it.
Yeah, but that's what I saw on there. Hopefully, and Warner, I get a little scared every once in a while, but wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Is this true? Oh, no
Is
shot.
it
Hold on.
true?
No, never
Is
mind.
it
It's not true. Then,
true?
unfortunate. Okay. And Kels, what'd you play?
I played the Battlefield beta.
And what do you
Played
think?
quite a bit this weekend. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a good return to form. Like we were talking about earlier, only a few maps, only a few weapons, but overall, a lot of fun. Few things can be tweaked, but other than that, it's really cool. Runs really good. Oh yeah, I forgot earlier. I had overheating issues with my computer, so I had to replace my cooler and stuff. So I had to
Mm,
get all that done. And the secure boot thing is the big thing.
yeah.
So for this game specifically, you have to enable secure boot, and there's a lot of people that just don't know how to do anything with their BIOS or anything to do with it. So they were having issues with it, and I was having issues too because like um, I swapped everything over, toggled the things I needed to, but it wasn't enabling. But I didn't realize I had to restore the secure boot keys to factory or default or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, why weren't they at default? I don't fuck with these. I don't understand why it. But after you get past that hurdle, it's all easy peasy. So, shout out to EA making a bunch of PC gamers having to learn how to use their PC.
Yeah, shout outs to Dumb Cuck Bullshit.
And I'm sure
Absolutely
there's a lot
unnecessary.
of people that made a lot of money off of clicks on YouTube videos for trying to find like a instructional on how to do it as well.
Fucking ridiculous.
I played that I don't know if I mentioned last week, I played that campfire game.
What's
Yes,
next?
that was at the Nintendo Indie.
Yeah, I bought that shit
Mm.
immediately. Got that, played that. There's a handful of Switch games in the eShop there I've been wanting to buy and grab, so I might be doing that. I don't know. I think I've not been in the mood for Bonanza. I know it's really good. Just not been in the mood for that kind of game currently, so I've kind of put that just in the
Th-
back.
That's gonna be a game that I'm gonna buy, and I'm gonna have my wife play it, and then she's gonna tell me how it is.
That's fair.
That's I feel like that's not a game that I'm currently in the mood for, and it has to be a very specific mood for me to get through it.
Yeah.
Because if I give that to her, she's gonna 100% it in like a year or something, and she's gonna have a really good time with it the whole way
Oh,
through.
yeah. There's I think the number one game in the eShop right now is like Bookshop Keeper or something like that, I think. And the girlfriend's like dream goal in life is open a bookshop. So she got super excited when I was like, hey, check out this game. And she's like, oh my God. All right. So I didn't mention David, what'd you get this week?
Nothing. I'm poor.
Hell yeah. Kels, what'd you get this week?
I got an obscene amount of comics, so for brevity, I'm gonna pull out a random one and see what I got. Oh, hey, it's Ultimate Black Panther number 17.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I forget
What'd
I
you get?
mentioned. I grabbed this guy a little while back. He matches my my sleepy Flareon and my sleepy Espeon, so that's cool.
Cute as hell.
My girlfriend got me. We have way too many plushies, but she loves buying plushies. The Build-A-Bear has had their Halloween drop, and they had this cute zombie axolotl. So she got me that one, and then I did go in and I got the bat because the bat's been apparently selling out and very popular, and it looks just like our
Man.
cat.
Man, at the Nationals for the Star Wars Unlimited, they had a Build-A-Bear like boost.
Oh,
setup.
that's
They had
dope.
They had some sick ass like limited ones for the event that were really cool. I regret not getting them now.
Build-A-Bears, I mean, like, I kind of fuck with them, just like how customizable in there. I'm like, all right, you got the collector in me.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's really cool.
yeah, like I'm not really like I'm never really going in there for just like regular bears, but like usually gets me on the random special ones they have every now and then. I think that's it. Let's talk news, David.
I got nothing.
I know. I think
There's the Helldiver stuff we were talking about before we went live.
Helldivers. I think didn't Avalanche cancel their game with Xbox? Isn't
Ooh.
that the news story that happened this past week?
Oh,
I don't know, it's
Contraband.
like the-
Contraband.
Yeah, Contraband. Got
Oh,
canceled.
Contraband, yeah.
Yep, another moment with Microsoft this year.
I'm so glad Microsoft spent all that money to consolidate all those studios under their belt just to get rid of them.
Let's see. I'm reading.
I did see that the Hideo Kojima game is still in production though.
Yeah, 'cause
I-
that's high profile. They're not going to get rid of that.
yeah.
Imagine if they burn that bridge.
Nah, they can't. I think at this point you can't burn that bridge, so you're just dealing with it.
It's so funny too because he has him by the balls. He could like literally do whatever the fuck he wants.
So, and then I'm reading an article which I think might be kind of interesting. I think it's kind of obvious, right? Vice put an article out saying Gen Z is cutting back on video game purchases, like really cutting back.
Yeah, fucking everyone is. They're fucking expensive now.
Zoomer spending on games dropped by nearly a quarter.
They grew up in a generation where half their fucking games that they play are free.
That, and the fact that the game holds the money, right? Because they will buy Fortnite skins instead of like buying a full new game because they put time into Fortnite, and I get that. Like, I know a lot of like gamers will roll their eyes at that, but it's like,
I mean, that shit goes all the way back to with fucking MOBAs, with League of Legends and shit. And, you know, they were the first ones to really pioneer that. Like, oh, I get so invested in this free game because you have all these skins and customizables and.
But not even that. But it's like, why are you gonna spend? And let's even roll it back. Like, why are you gonna spend $60 on a 20-hour story game when you put 50 hours a month into Fortnite? You know, like I understand it from that mentality where it's like, why are you gonna put money into something like that when you just keep playing the same thing? And I get into those modes too. Like I actually haven't booted
Why
up.
would I?
I haven't booted
Why
up the
would I
new season
pay?
of Rivals, but it's like, yeah, when I put that money in there, it's like I if I just play Rivals, why am I buying other games, right?
They just added Power Rangers to Fortnite. Of course, I'm
Yeah,
gonna play Fortnite.
yeah. Why would I go ahead and pay $80 to play Hellblade 2 on the PlayStation 5, or when I could go ahead and pay $20 to be Jar Jar Binks in Fortnite? Like,
Fuck yeah, baby.
But unironically, they'll put triple the amount of time into Fortnite as Jar Jar Binks than they will playing Hellblade. You know, like I
yeah, no,
understand.
I don't mean that in
No.
a
I know. I'm
as
just
much as as much as I know, I fucking jokingly berate Fortnite and a lot of other games in that category. If you get fun out of something, fuck it. You know, fucking good for you. I'm glad you have found something free that you can enjoy this shitty world that we are in. So,
and if
fucking kudos to
and
you.
if games get more and more expensive, and these companies keep on to make bombastic games and charge you $90, $80 for it, then that's on them.
But
Oops.
Adrian, games are expensive to make now. You can't just make games for cheap anymore.
Expedition 33.
Right.
Yeah, but that game looked so ass when it first launched, Adrian. It definitely, you could tell that it didn't have a budget.
Oh boy.
Didn't you know that the rendering in the distance was kind of hazy? It looked bad.
You're trying to trigger me.
Man.
Another news story. Did you see the stuff about the Pokemon Rescue Team that's been brewing up?
No. I was
No.
skimming through. I did not see it at all. So please tell.
So, have you heard of Pokemon Rescue Team?
Yes.
I am vaguely familiar, yes.
It was like, I think it was a promotion that they ran like years ago, where they essentially would try to help you get your games from like as early possible in the Pokemon series up to the most current gen. And back in the day, it was like a Pokemon company or Nintendo. It was like an official thing that they did, but it was a drawing. It's like a select number of people did it. It was like all promotional thing. Well, these people have tried to now reboot it themselves and like try to go to Pokemon events to help people there. Like, hey, you have a Mon that's locked onto XYZ cart. Well, we can help get it to Sword and Shield for you or whatever. But there's been a lot of people in the community that have just been like super toxic about it, just over semantics for some reason. And just here recently, they got like a official cease and desist for it.
Oh, fuck
But
off.
they've worked out some workaround to where they have to like remove like certain branding. They can't help with certain event giveaway Pokemon. They've been pretty much like neutered on what they can do to help, but they're not being served like legal notices yet.
Yeah, because I know that there's certain event Pokemon that you can't bring to a Pokemon home because of the fact that they've gotten rid of some legacy moveset abilities.
Yeah.
But what? Why? Just why? That's my only question. Like, there for a community that is one of the most endearing and so obsessively creative as Pokemon. Pokemon is an entirely different beast when it comes to the love and passion
I mean, hell,
that the
there's
community has
isn't the
for
whole
it.
thing going on? There's a Pokemon thing going on in LA right now.
That's it's gonna be at Anaheim. It's the Pokemon World.
That's right
Yeah.
now.
They're,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they were gonna go set up at it before they got like the cease and desist, and then they had to like work through like specific wording or some shit to be able to do it. So what happened? It says they got an email from Play exclamation Pokemon rescue services, and any event distribution will be on hold until further notice. But then they came back and said it's back, but there will be no event distributions past what I list below. And they had to like shorten pretty much, and they had to specify that it's still not officially supported, licensed, or endorsed by blah 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 blah.
And it's so dumb because it's not like these tools are, some weird forbidden tech. Like it's out there. It's just it's a lot for the average person to go ahead and tinker with because you need to have either modded consoles, EverDrives, there's Flipper apps to help with the trading. Like I have a bunch of Pokemon trading apps to move Pokemon from Game Boy to Game Boy Advance on my Flipper even. And there's so much wild, weird creativity that goes on into a community that is just constantly abused by its fucking creator.
By its creator and like other people in the community too, right? Because like this whole thing, like it got a lot of heat behind it, and that's what kind of like a lot of
But
people.
why? Like that's what I don't get. Why is it getting heat from other people in the community?
It's
Oh
so
no,
stupid.
you moving the Pokemon, you're doing the thing that Pokemon was designed around. Move them into the other games.
Well, the thing was, they weren't mad about that. They're mad over the semantics of saying it was a service.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Choke on 7 pounds of dick. Fuck
Yeah.
right on off.
So they wrote like their post talking about like the Pokemon Rescue Service, and someone said it wasn't a service. It was simply a commercial that was offered by Pokemon, or it was a commercial issued by the Pokemon company.
Go get mad
And
at something that actually matters.
Yeah, and it just all it took was like one person that was relatively big enough in the community to where they started getting so much hate sent their way, and probably someone contacted organizers and let them know like, hey, this person probably has a bomb on them or some shit, you know?
Good. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I do not understand. Of all the things that are going on in this world that you can get upset about, the fucking semantics of verbiage, when at the end of the day you're talking about people who are just trying to be kind and help people get their childhood Pokemon into more modern games. Fucking A. Just stop.
Real dork ass loser shit. Yeah.
I hope you wreck your car. I hope you don't get hurt during it. I hope you walk away from it, but I hope you're financially just hurt from the experience.
Wake up and
because
realize how privileged you are. That's what you get mad at.
Exactly. Right. Like fuck off. Like I want a fucking plane to crash through your house when no one is home. Like I want you to just come home to utter fucking wreckage.
I want you to trip at least once a day.
Yeah, you ever watch
Exactly.
Donnie Darko?
Like,
I want you to have to watch that sober.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Like it's like genuine. Like get the fuck mad at something else. If you're gonna put that much energy getting pissed about something, go do something of note in your life.
Right.
Not just that.
Yeah, it's so stupid, and like it's just for people trying to do good. I mean, there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no sort of negativity or nothing bad about it. So, yeah, people are being fucking dorks about it.
Dork
God
ass.
forbid.
Fandoms are the worst.
Yeah, they really are.
Community, the efforts to make humanity into community groups is a mistake.
People
100%.
are a mistake.
Yeah, yeah, because like I mean, I have my copy of Y. I still have it, and I'm pretty sure there's like it's still untouched, so it should have a shit ton of Pokemon on there. I'd love to get them over to my version of Scarlet. Hell yeah, and if I can just bring them to these dudes and be like, "Here's my cart."
Hey, you know what?
and they
Guess
can pick
what?
me up.
If those
Sick.
guys are at your event, people are gonna be more likely to go. Cause I'm like, you know what? I'll go and I can go do that too.
Right, exactly. Just some side thing I can do. It's like, oh no, another vendor. Ah.
Bah.
Bah. God damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Pokemon.
God damn it, Nintendo.
That Pikachu ain't right.
That mouse ain't right.
What else happened in the world? Did anything?
Those are the only ones I had bookmarked. Just because I thought it was fucking crazy that people were just making a big deal out of that for no goddamn reason.
Let's
People,
see.
just in general. Tekken exec wants people to know that Tekken X Street Fighter almost happened. Yeah, no shit. It almost happened for 8 years and then you stopped.
UFO 50 is on Switch, which is cool.
It does have performance issues if you play it on Switch 2, though.
That makes sense. Let's see.
Apparently, for some reason, the scaling is fucked up, so the game runs like shit on the Switch 2.
Cool. Saves me money right now. Roblox is dumb because they threatened to sue one of the predator hunters that finds just a bunch of creeps on Roblox. So they sent a cease and desist to the guy that hunts those guys.
Clearly doing good work.
Yeah. they found something. What did they find?
You are fine. You don't need your food bowl topped off, little man. I need
David
you all to look.
David says to the pedo he has locked downstairs.
Yeah, you don't need your food bowl.
Yeah, no.
Look at this round little shit.
Jesus.
Does this look like a cat that is starving to you?
Yeah, look, dude. He looks like he's just pissed. Like, all right, I get it. Put me down.
Clearly has not been fed.
Yeah, no. I watched some of those guys' videos, and yeah, the guys they catch are fucking gross as fuck on Roblox. And sure enough, the guys behind Roblox were like, yeah, you're making our game look bad. So they are cease and desist that guy. So fuck off.
Yeah, how about you do a better fucking job of?
Yeah, they were like,
moderating?
hey,
Why don't you go after the real problem?
They said, hey, you should have been reporting these people through our reporting things. He's like, motherfucker, I have, and you didn't do shit. And this guy has I think 6 people convicted as well under his belt, and Roblox has done fuck all. I think the guy even like tagged the CEO behind there, and the CEO blocked him on Twitter. So
That's so funny.
I really need to boot up Rivals before this season ends. So I can at least get that season pass.
Oh yeah, Blade's out now, isn't he?
I have not played at
Or is
all.
that this week? I haven't seen too much on him, like Twitter, so maybe not.
Nintendo composer reveals Metroid's ending theme was made to impress one debugger on the team, saying I composed the theme specifically for him. That's cool.
I love that. Gay.
Gay. Hey, but we're okay with that though.
Yeah, no, that's so fucking funny. Like, yeah, I just made this banger because I want to impress someone.
I want Senpai to notice me.
I wonder if they noticed. I wonder if they were impressed by it. That's what I want to know. Yeah, it does look like Blade is out.
Hell yeah.
This is unfortunate. Let's see. Remedy's 2025 first half financials came out. Unsurprising, FBC Firebreak sales unsatisfying. Performance has been driven by Xbox, the PlayStation subscription services. Control 2 development on track. Control 1 breaks 5 million sales, and Remedy remakes for Max Payne 1 and 2 are still in full production.
I don't understand why they made Firebreak. Like,
It looked
After-
cool, but like the second
think
you see how
visually-
half baked it was, is like,
Right.
oh,
like
Gotta
visually,
chase the
it looks
money.
cool because and I think it looks cool whenever it's like standing still. But like watching Charlie or watching someone else
Well-
play, you're like, yeah,
well,
this is kind of a nightmare.
even watching them play, I'm like, what? Yeah, the gameplay is also weird. I'm like, you're just tapping the bumper buttons. Like, all right, that's kind of lame. But even then, I'll let it slide for a second. The thing that killed me was like, there's like 2 modes,
Yeah,
so you're gonna be doing that the entire time. I was so excited for that because again, I would have been down to play some weird shit with the homies, but
yeah, multiplayer Remedy game. Fuck yeah, just on the surface, that sounds sick. as
especially
shit.
with how Control played. Like if it played like as well as Control, I'm down. But then yeah, I did see that Moist Critical video, and he was like begging for anything else to happen in the game. He played it on like the hardest difficulty and was still one-shotting people. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I wanted to download it. I never even downloaded it. And this has come from Mr. Remedy right now too. Anyway, I think that's it. Kind of a slow week, aside from Xbox doing dumb shit.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. All right. With
Good talk.
that
Also, real quick, One thing I do want to say, at least, shout outs to the singer for Dragon Force, having a cameo in Dandadan this past week. He did the English vocals for one of the songs that was played during the new episode. So that was a fun thing.
That's so crazy. I wonder
What
who
a
on
time
the
to be
team's a
alive.
big Dragon Force fan.
Possibly.
Let's see. What
There
is
has to be someone there.
what is Car Park Capital? This looks great.
No clue what that means.
All you do is bulldoze places and make parking lots and charge people for it. I love that. That's so funny. All right. All right. That's the podcast.
Hell yeah.
David's gonna go watch Twin Peaks.
One day.
Motherfucker.
In
What?
one day.
Yeah, motherfucker begged me. And look at us now.
Yeah.
Look at us now. All right.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us go. You know what, Kels, can you watch it? Because I would love for you to beat David. That'd be the funniest thing in my life.
That'd
Just-
be really funny. I just binge it by next week.
Yeah, David's over here, the odd man out, the one that was actually the Twin Peaks fan before everything, and we're the ones that actually watched it. We can call David a poser loser, and he'll get mad about it.
True.
I think Nine Inch Nails is playing in, I think, Colorado on Friday, and I've been so like tempted to just say fuck it and just YOLO some tickets and just skip work Friday, but I'm like,
Is that Red Rocks or something? Or
no, if it was at Red Rocks, I would do that. Because they're playing in Arizona tonight, and there's like $60 tickets, but like you're in a fucked up spot that you're not gonna see shit in. And I'm like, I have seen Nine Inch Nails twice. I have seen them literally on the front center rail, and I've seen them kind of like chilled out in the back lawn of something because I was vibing, I was having a good time. And then security guard bumped me up to a pretty solid seat in the middle. I refuse to look at it at a fucked up spot in the corner. Like that is not gonna happen. But every other ticket's also fucked up right now, so this is I'm not spending $300 on a pit ticket.
yeah.
I'll see you guys next time, maybe. That doesn't bum me out when there's like a really good show and then you look at the ticket prices, you're like, yeah, no.
That's the beauty of being in Maine is there's rarely ever anything nearby. So I
You just
save
don't
a
get
lot of money.
anything.
See, I'm just spoiled because like I go to small shows, so I'm used to spending like 20-30 bucks for a ticket. So whenever I have to drop like $200-300 bucks on a ticket, it's just like I don't
Yeah,
need to
we're
be here, do I?
homeboys here, keeping the grassroots movements going.
I know. I've only paid one ticket for that price, and that was My Chemical Romance.
How much-
So
and how
it's
much you pay?
Yeah. I think we got floor seats for like $250 seats, but it was like the floor, so everyone was standing.
Don't you hate that shit when everyone's sitting down and the motherfucker in front of you stands, so it's a domino effect. You're like, can't you guys just sit the fuck down the entire time? Who was I watching? I think it was A Perfect Circle. I sat right behind these old people who were not standing up, and I'm like, oh, thank the fucking Lord. I sat the entire show and had a great view, and it was amazing, dude.
That was us for Hosier. Fucking everyone was standing, and we're like, we just want to be cozy. We bought seats for a reason. And then also all the shouting girls was fucking annoying, but Hosier was fun itself. Good time. Someone almost died that day, but
It's fantastic with the New Orchestra. I'm like, hell yeah, no one's standing up
Hell
for this
yeah.
shit.
doing a Blue Band Group with that right after was a fun combination.
I bet. You want to hear one funny story? The student that I keep telling to play near, because I'm like, and they're very much like me, and they understand this. I keep telling them to play, and I'm like, you should. I was kind of mad at them. Like, you should play it this summer. You should have binged that shit, because that would have been, you would have been all over that. But they'll do it someday. But they did talk to the piano teacher to teach them, because they don't know how to play piano. They want to learn how to play piano just to play River's song from To the Moon.
Beautiful.
We raised them right. Them
Did
kids,
good.
them kids are all right. They did say though, just to bring it back to the very beginning, is when I was talking about No Longer Human, I was like, yeah, I'm not recommending you something that's gonna like actively mess with you. They're like, you'd recommended me play To the Moon. That messed with me. I'm like, that's a whole different level. That is a whole different topic. To the Moon is a very like emotional, like, yeah, you're gonna feel sappy and sad kind of story. This is gonna kill you. I didn't say that, but this is depression. Do not do that. The writer couldn't handle it. Anyway, on that fun note, David, send us out.
Always remember that the cops aren't here to protect you.
All
right.
The recordings does. This is just for the stream. Not that I do anything with the recording, actually. You know what? Fuck off. I'm gonna end the stream because I want to tell a story. All right, bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye.